into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning, you beautiful souls. Welcome to it. My name is Graham Richards with the rest of the Expresso family, ready to welcome you to 3 hours of fun and a little bit of mayhem, plenty to cook, and bucket loads of entertainment this morning. How do we round off a fantastic week? Well, hopefully with the most jam-packed show that we've had all week, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I get that feeling today that it's going to be one of those chilled out, super relaxed, awesome shows. So hopefully you can feel that at home and just take a load off, relax for the next 3 hours, and kickstart your weekend maybe just a little bit early. It is the weekend, it's a Friday, it's a braai day. So we're asking you guys this morning to inspire us. What do you like to hear sizzling on the braai? Is it a rack of ribs? Is it lekker chops? Is it maybe a beautiful steak? I think mine's probably a steak, and I'll tend towards like a nice fatty sirloin as opposed to the ribeye, which I normally like. I like the fat to render. It's got to be beautiful, nice marbling. That's my vibe. I love it. I'll slice it up, eat it with a bit of mustard. You can now fill our bellies with beautiful inspiration this morning. Let us know what you are looking forward to sizzling on the braai today. Hit us up on our Expresso Morning Show Facebook page. It's never too early to start thinking about food. Now, of course, we have been loving Jamie's transformation this week, and we've been really putting her in the spotlight, but she very bravely has put herself out there to help inspire others as well. And it seems like she's got some super fans this week. Jamie, how are you doing, gorgeous girl?
Good morning, you beautiful person. Jamie Dominic reporting live with UT on your Feel Good Breakfast show this morning. Yes, people have been coming through getting inspiration from our looks. One of them being this fine mama. She came through posting on our social media, and her name is Felicia. You guys know I love to call people Felicia, but her name is actually Felicia Peterson. She says, I told you Mama got a surprise for you guys. Note the lighting in my house is different from your lighting, but girl, you are slaying. Hashtag hoolies, hashtag got the look, hashtag yes, yeah. Feeling fantastic. You are looking fantastic, Felicia. Hopefully you can get inspiration from today's look, because today we are going a bit of casual. As you can see, Graham is keeping with the nudes. And I'm wearing like this little burnt orange drawstring pants. It's part of the utility capsule, I would say. I'm living for this vibe right now because I feel like we can change it up a lot in the wardrobe. So again, pairing them with some nice heels, tagging up the pants a bit, and then tucking in the t-shirt because it just gives that casual effect to it. And then just a basic tee, popping it with some earrings and a fresh face. So just hopefully, Felicia, Mama, you can get some inspiration from today's look, and then we can see again who wore it better. But you definitely wore it better because you slayed, Mama. You slayed. You came out. But remember, for you guys at home, Woolworths quality sale is still ongoing at all stores, and you can get up to 50% off on selected fashion, beauty, and homeware items. Plus, also something very exciting, if you are a W Rewards member, you can get an additional 10% off. Yes, that's 60% off on selected items. Now today is unfortunately the last day that you can shop the quality sale, so don't rush like it's the last day, okay? So get to your nearest Woolworths store and shop some of the greatest in fashion, beauty, and homeware at a reduced price. And you can also shop in-store, online, or better yet, download the Woolworths app and get clicking, because remember, it is the last day. But of course, right now, let's check up on G with some positivity for the day.
Thank you so much, Jamie. Make sure you do get on that quality sale. Today is your last day. So we like to inspire you with some wise words from someone who might have come before us, paved the way, or maybe someone who is really hot right now, someone who has made a lot of waves, or someone who has gone through their own very remarkable personal journey. And this certainly applies to the young starlet. I can call her a young starlet because that's really how she started. I think since her super hits, Hit Me Baby One More Time, you know who I'm talking about, Britney Spears, she's been in the spotlight since then. Of course, she has gone through some incredibly tough times. She has been at the center of a media frenzy pretty much her entire career, and she has kind of bounced back. She's a singer, songwriter. She's even dabbled in acting, had a sellout show, I think, for years in Las Vegas. But she had some really cool words that I think resonate with me, and maybe they will with you as well. She says, for me, success is a state of mind. I feel like success isn't about conquering something, it's being happy with who you are. And isn't that ultimately what we're all striving for? Yes, you want to have that list of cool things you want to buy. Maybe you've got this image in your head of what success looks like as a future destination. But we want to feel right now in the moment that we are happy with who we are, feel balanced. And that starts with positive thoughts in your mind. So make that choice right now to feel and do positive this Friday. So let's kickstart this show properly with our official duties. Let's get back into those news headlines.
Thank you very much, Chima. Let's get the show on the road. Our first look at the news. The South African government is planning to repatriate all South Africans from the Chinese city of Wuhan, where the deadly coronavirus originated. President Cyril Ramaphosa said in a statement released last night the decision followed several requests from 132 of the 199 South Africans living in Wuhan. The president said that the necessary arrangements have been made to fly them back. Not one of them has shown any symptoms of the virus, but upon arrival, they will be placed in quarantine for 21 days as a precaution. The University of Fort Hare in the Eastern Cape has suspended all academic activities at its Alice campus. The campus has been marred by violent protests, with students demanding stringent safety measures after a stabbing incident resulted in a death on campus. Olwethu Chefu was killed on campus when that happened. And of course, this happened earlier in February, allegedly by his girlfriend. It is believed that the Chefu was one of the witnesses in the case. And in stories further afield, countries in East Africa are racing against time to prevent new swarms of locusts wreaking havoc with crops and livelihood after the worst infestation in generations. Kenya has temporarily run out of pesticides. Ethiopia needs more planes, and Somalia and Yemen, torn by civil war, can't guarantee exterminators' safety. But of course, meanwhile, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has contributed $10 million to help contain the crisis. The UN earlier said additional donors are needed to avoid a potential humanitarian crisis in the region. Beekeepers in China, the world's top honey producer, are bracing for a bleak start to the key spring pollination season as travel curbs aimed at containing a coronavirus outbreak keep them at home while their bees go without food for weeks. China makes about 500,000 tons of honey annually, or about a quarter of global output, making it the world's top producer. Meanwhile, stock markets around the world have fallen sharply amid fears that increased travel restrictions will prevent international business activity. And now some wonderful news from the Denver Zoo in Colorado. It's not only in Africa that we rejoice when a baby rhino is born. Rhino enthusiasts in Denver, Colorado were ecstatic as the Denver Zoo welcomed its first ever baby rhino on Saturday morning. 13-year-old Tensing, a one-horned rhino, and her new baby are both doing well. Now, the zoo staff confirmed Tensing was pregnant back in December 2018 after 4 years and 11 attempts. The zoo is absolutely ecstatic about this. And now news of entertainment. American singer Toni Braxton, she recently opened up about her struggles with the autoimmune disease lupus, which she said was diagnosed in 2008. She has revealed how her hospital visits have affected her family and what her coping and management strategies have been. We'll be bringing you more on this story a bit later on in our full entertainment report. And that's where we leave it for now. Here's Graham with a first look at your sports. Shapa Kosi, Shapa!
Not Graham, but we are going to take a first look at the weather this morning. It's a beautiful Friday, and we've asked you to send in your sunrise pictures. Thank you so much to our regular photographer, which is Nombulelo Gama, who sent us this incredible skyline from Soweto, where heavy thunderstorms are expected from this afternoon, with cloudy conditions reaching a maximum of 26 degrees. Another picture came through from Louise Sherry, who sent us her beautiful sunrise picture from Blue Hills in Midrand, where heavy showers are expected with a thunderstorm in the area and little to no wind, reaching a maximum of 26 degrees. Remember to keep those pictures coming through. We absolutely love seeing them. So head on over to Expresso Morning Show Facebook page and send them through. Now it's time to look at the rest of the country, starting off in Polokwane with a low of 16, peaking at 28 degrees. If you find yourself in Umbumbela today, high humidity can be expected, ranging from 16 to 23 degrees as well. Now thunderstorms are expected for you, Pretoria, with a low of 15 and a maximum of 29. Johannesburg 13.26. Mahikeng 17.32. Now heavy rainfall does come through for you today, Klerksdorp, with a low of 15 and a maximum of 29. Kimberley 16.28. Bloemfontein 12.26. And a couple of showers for Richards Bay with a range of 18 and peaking at 23. Pietermaritzburg 14.19. And occasional rain coming through for South Africa's playground at Durban today with a low of 19 and a maximum of 22. High humidity expected today from Tata, ranging from 12 and peaking at 16 degrees. East London 14.20. And the coolest start to the morning can be found in Craddock with an all low of 9 and a maximum of 21. Port Elizabeth PE 14.21. And then a southeasterly wind of 26 kilometers per hour expected today for George with a low of 12 and a maximum of 18. Sutherland 6.20, and then a southeasterly wind of 32 kilometers per hour for Cape Town. So hold on to your man today with a low of 15 and a peak of 25. Worcester 12.24, and the highest temperature in the country can be found in Springbok today with an all low of 21, peaking at 34. And then lastly, Uppington, your temperatures is 19.34. Whatever the weather, wherever you find yourself, happy Friday, happy Friday.
Okay, first of all, it's not a real song, okay? It didn't exist before next now. Just to balancing things, because I'm got to be neutral, I've got to be impartial, but Pro, that's for you, buddy. It's a big sporting weekend. Whoa.
Yeah, it's a big one. The Soweto Derby is happening.
Are you Amakosi? I didn't even knew this.
Look, I'm not a big soccer
trendy.
fan.
He's so fashionable.
I'm a fan of his style. But you know, I only ever look forward to any soccer game when the Soweto Derby is happening. Any other time, I'm not
It's massive. No, and there's a lot in it this year because the teams are kind of neck and neck at the top of the PSL table. It's been a good year for Chiefs, certainly. So really interesting. Ashraf Mohammed is here to talk about all of the sporting highlights, and there are many. Can we redeem ourselves in the cricket? I'm actually really nervous about the one-day international series against Australia. But we'll bring you all of those details. ICC Women's Cricket World Cup, the T20 World Cup there.
That's
look
for
at
you
man.
over there,
Nice,
just helping Princess out in solidarity.
Do the dance. Review after the break.
Only the highest grade Arabica beans. McCafe. Great coffee, simple. See you after the break.
welcome back. You're live with Expresso as we turn to tech this morning. We've spoken in the past about Project Loon, pretty cool name, the ambitious initiative from Google to deliver high-speed internet from weather balloons. And now the project has kickstarted a broader alliance that could well spread internet access far and wide in the future. And we love the sound of that. And here today to help us unpack the development is our resident loon and friend in tech, Brian Smith. Brian, welcome to it, buddy. Let's start with the basics. How does Project Loon work? What's attached to these balloons? Are we just sending a bunch of weather balloons into kind of low orbit?
Fortunately not.
Okay.
So, off air we were talking about the space race, and if you consider this is sort of a new technology, a new frontier that between a bunch of different companies is the next objective, and that is get the next 1 billion people connected to the internet. How do we do that as a challenge? Because it's often challenging to reach those locations around the world which geographically are sparse or remote. And so there are two different ideas at play. One, which we've spoken about previously, is having satellites that can deliver high broadband internet, but another, which is where the Loon name comes in, is high altitude weather balloons that can be tethered to a ground station and can actually seed Wi-Fi coverage, broadband internet coverage over a specific area. And this is a project that Google and its parent company Alphabet has actually been running with for some time.
And now they've got the partners in crime to be able to take it a quantum leap further. Who's in this new alliance?
So what's really exciting is that up until now, this has been really Google's project, Alphabet's project that has been seeding internet access. They've done things like create internet hotspots in Puerto Rico after the internet infrastructure was devastated after Hurricane Maria just almost 2 years ago. But what's really exciting now is that they've partnered not only with telecoms around the world, but as well as manufacturers such as Boeing. So the idea here is not just to investigate the idea of creating more high-altitude weather balloons, but it's looking at high-altitude platform services. So what that means is looking at other vehicles and mechanisms that we could use to create different high-altitude internet hotspots around the world, whether that's from drones, whether that's from blimps, or a variety.
Passing plane. I'm just seeing a person in some like Central African space, like waiting for a plane to fly over so he can get his Wi-Fi. It's coming. I've got my boss. Because that'll be the crux of it. You're going to still need infrastructure on the ground. It's not just put a balloon up and then everyone's covered. How will those more remote areas connect, and how will that connectivity come into effect?
So if you consider one of the biggest costs with creating internet infrastructure is cabling, laying sort of routing for example, mobile broadband towers, that sort of thing. And if you consider that's devastating, one, on the environment, and secondly, that's really challenging to connect different communities because it relies basically on a daisy chain of connections to get
And you've got a maintenance that needs to apply, yeah?
Absolutely. So one of the most affordable ways, for example, would be deploying a high-altitude weather balloon because the infrastructure to set that up is actually quite minimal. In the case of drones or blimps, it isn't so much the case actually of having a drone fly past you, it's having a drone circle in a specific area, catch a thermal on the wind, for example. So it's the idea of set a geographic location that these services will operate in, and then they're able to do so autonomously with very little cost involved.
Use the weather, use whatever you can. I absolutely love that. And then you've got the added bonus of having a blimp to advertise whatever you want on above that region as well. It does feel like, as I said, a quantum leap forward, and we want to see more connected people within the third world, especially developing nations can use the internet for so much. You can unlock the potential of a child with that kind of education. So we love a story like this. And of course, you can get more awesome tech updates with bandwidthblog.com. Go and speak to Brian directly. He answers DMs, by the way.
Well, from the world of tech to the world of how we can use technological innovation and small business to change the world. I know that over the last couple of years, we've seen conversation of environmental consciousness really rising, and subsequent conservation efforts have come through as well. So it's very important that we all come together to save our planet, especially if we are in business, right?
Especially people that's starting up, like a guy called Luvuyo Ndiki, who founded or created biodegradable cups. So let's take a look at it.
Wow.
The repercussions of not looking after our environment is that we have an ocean filled with plastic, an ocean that is not longer a place for us to relax and have fun. And also we have landfills that are filled up, which take up a lot of space of land, which land we require so much in our country. My name is Luvuyo Ndiki, and I'm the founder of Red Cup Village, and started the business in 2014. My passion comes from back in high school when I was basically a litter bug where I used to clean after at break. It started off as detention, but everything after that came as a passion, just to clean after the environment and taking care of what I lived back on the ground. The reason why I started off moving into biodegradable cups was seeing a lot of people, and after having events, they would always throw away their cups on the ground and no one taking care of that. And I think for me it was a matter of like taking the initiative to design something. Let's say, for example, if someone would throw it, it'll grow into a plant one day, you know, and that has led me into researching towards PLA cornstarch basically cups, which are basically biodegradable. 3D printing is the choice because I studied in industrial design, and from there I was exposed to so much about this future technology back then that could change the way things are done in the world. And from there I started researching it on my own and basically getting technical advice online and also consulting people to make sure that I can design things out of using 3D printing. So guys, this is basically our final project, and this is after the designers got into it and we basically printed it. As you can see, it comes from filament is basically the corn itself, and it extruded in a very nice line, and then from there it goes into details around there, and then it's extruded out here. So basically this can go about 200 degrees hot just to melt it so that you can get the shape that you want. So this took us about 15 to like 10-20 minutes just to get this out, you know what I mean? And basically this is the future of how products are going to be made, but this is like a durable product that you can actually drink out of, you know, in the near future, and basically dispose it into the ground in a certain amount of compost, which can make it biodegrade. I've made so many mistakes in the venture when I started off. I think even on the 3D printing side, I failed more than 50 times where I wanted to give up, but I had hoped that this is possible to get products that are made out of PLA, which is basically cornstarch or sugarcane, to be produced for mainstream. So the one thing that I've learned from my mistakes is planning ahead, and also being open-minded and be willing to fail, you know what I mean? And not being scared to fail, because throughout a failure, that's when you learn the most, and that's where you're able to develop new things. A lot of people are very afraid of failing, but once you fail 500 times, that 501 time might be the time that you get it right. So I understand the process of failure, it's important and it's required for success. I think the best way to motivate people to be much more environmental conscious is for them to be aware of where the waste is going. When you put something into the rubbish bin, does not mean that it's just gonna go into a nice place and it disappears. It stays for almost 500 years, specifically plastic. And I wanna motivate people to say, look, take care of what you're doing, try to find more ways to recycle, which is a very important thing, and avoid single-use plastic.
Wow.
Wow. I'm
Inspiration.
inspired.
Yeah,
First of all, I
definitely.
really want a 3D printer now. It looks like the most fun you can have.
Yeah.
But remember that Red Village. Well done, brother. Absolutely amazing.
What's his name? Dicky. Luvuyo Dicky. Well done, man. That is so
man,
inspiring. And hopefully all of us can take a look at that and realize that we all have a role to play in saving our planet.
But also what I liked from this was that he said, I fell 500 times, but the 501 time that I stood up, and now he's making a change and being conscious about the environment.
See, realistic failure is essential for entrepreneurship. You've got to fail to be able to learn critical lessons, to be able to propel yourself forward. Just see daily failure as you winning at what you're doing, because you're learning through that process. But, oh man, I hope a few years from now we're reporting on you getting like R1 trillion investment in your business. Absolutely amazing stuff. So we're going to continue to inspire after the break. We talk sports, and there is a lot. Do the dance.
Oh, shapa kosi kosi kere shapa. Shapa kosi kosi kere shapa, dilo.
You can make my day.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for tuning in on a beautiful Friday morning. Time to talk sports. Where do we even begin? So let's say after, and I'll be nice, an unsuccessful T20 series against Australia, the Proteas are going to be eager for a win in the one-day international series, which starts tomorrow and does admittedly make me quite nervous. Not only will the Proteas men's team be in action, but the Proteas women are currently up against Thailand in the Women's T20 World Cup. What do we know about Thailand? Very little. This weekend was also one where we can expect to see the return of the Blitzboks. Some milestones there, some Super Rugby now entering round 5. Storm is still unbeaten. The Soweto Derby, lest we forget, the greatest of footballing rivals in the PSL. Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs go head-to-head. Ashfaq Mohammed, where do we start?
Yeah, perhaps Proteas women, because they're playing right now.
They are playing as we speak. How are they doing?
37 for 1 of 6 overs. They won the toss and chose to bat. Probably the right call against Thailand, you know, who aren't one of the stronger teams, so you can just capitalise and get your batting going. Tanefa Nika, captain, unfortunately out for 2 so far. And Marizan Kapp is also not playing. She's got a bit of an illness. But, yeah, they should pull it through today.
Yeah, I was going to say, if ever you had to rest for a fixture, this will probably be the one. I thought you were going to say that Marizan was out of the tournament. Like,
no. Just
but great to build on the momentum after the win against England, against a team like this. In a T20, you kind of see that the entire squad is working. That's, you want to see everyone's firing on all cylinders, maybe a bit of batting practice, and all due respect to Thailand, but a match like this can be quite a good thing.
But particularly the batting, because I think we know the Proteas women's bowling lineup is quite strong. You know, they have all their bases covered, some great fast bowlers and also good spinners. But I think the batting is probably, they had to chase like just over 120 against England and then nearly missed it up towards the end there and just pulled it through in the last over.
Just
to get some confidence going as well.
We love it. It's all about momentum in a tournament like this. We're looking at the full spread. England, Pakistan, that should be an absolute cracker. Bangladesh, New Zealand, Sri Lanka, India, old foes. Expect the fireworks. Then, of course, Pakistan, South Africa coming up on the 1st of March. That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, no, that's a big one. Pakistan, normally quite a strong team.
Buddy, we can't keep talking around it. Let's talk about our gents. I want to be hopeful because I feel like we have seen Cricket South Africa with all of their restructuring from top to bottom, look at a rebranding, if you will, a different conversation around the Proteas, which we've needed. Made some very notable changes. Fafu, I absolutely love him. I'm a bit of a groupie, so I kind of feel bad that he's had to, in a way, fall on his sword. But in essence, someone had to after the World Cup debacle, and he's taken it upon himself to be that guy. We've made the changes. How nervous should we be playing Finch and Warner, playing this Australian side in the ODIs from what you've seen from the team?
You know, it's a difficult one, Graham, because South Africa's sort of experimenting, starting afresh. They're trying out new combinations, you know. So compared to Australia, who's a settled team, they've got all the big guns here. They know where they're going. So with the Proteas, I think, again, the batting is the main issue. You know, they're just not scoring enough runs. Quinton de Kock has so much on his shoulders. You know, batting, kingpin, captain, wicket-keeper. I think he dropped one where he normally wouldn't. And perhaps it's because of this, you know, all of that. Yeah, so much pressure. So I just think the makeup of the batting lineup is an issue. Despite all the changes and new starts, there are guys who are performing in domestic cricket who are not getting an opportunity. Zubair Hamza, the top run scorer in the One Day Cup at the moment, he's not in the squad.
He's not there.
Hanuman Malan is such a good T20 player. He didn't get an opportunity.
That would have been the right opportunity.
At least he's now in the ODI squad. Carl Verheyen, another Cape Town guy, also in the ODI squad. And I hope these guys get opportunities now starting tomorrow.
And they're proving themselves in the short format. That's what I loved about our local Mzansi Super League, seeing these guys kind of find their form. Can we just tip our hats to Mitchell Starc?
Yeah,
can we bat against him? Has he got our number?
There's always a way, you know. It's difficult at 146 kilometers an hour, left arm.
Swinging the new ball.
He swings both ways, you know, and he bowls quick, full-length deliveries. But there has to be a way. So sometimes you just need to hold your fire, but see him off, work him around instead of going for big shots. This T20 now, Coney unfortunately went for quite a big drive there against him and just lost his stumps there. So maybe see him off and attack the other bowler.
OK, let's just quickly throw in some sevens here. You've got the Blitzboks. I know we've talked about a rebuilding, but they're second on the log, just 7 odd points behind.
And you spoke about the milestones earlier. Van der Kok, his 50th tournament for the Blitzboks. Amazing.
Games.
Yeah, amazing achievement. You know, that's almost like in 50-man rugby, 100 test cap. You know, so amazing achievement for him.
Such a lovely guy
and,
as well,
and
yeah.
some guys having a break as well. Justin Geduld, Zane Davids, just sitting out this one in LA, but gives guys opportunities. Curtly Ardens is also back from injury, so looking forward to see him.
Yep, and we're up against Kenya in our first encounter tomorrow, then Canada, and then Ireland, of course, in our Pool B fixtures. And last question, we'll leave Super Rugby for now, but I'm going to go over to the Soweto Derby. This is a big one. This is we've seen a confluence of things leading up to this. The fact that Pirates are chasing hard. Yes. Pizza is saying that they're the team to beat Chiefs, but he's just being Pizza.
Yes.
But this is one for the fans. This is one that we're going to hope is going to deliver on normally a bit of a lackluster fixture because there's so much riding on it. The teams tend to become quite park the bus cagey.
Yes.
Let's see expression. Let's see teams go for the win, not for the
surely this time around. Yeah, this time around they have to go for the win because there's so much at stake. The league title, Chiefs being on top of the log by 4 points, but they know Sundowns, Pirates are chasing them. If Pirates win this one, I think they will be within 3 points then of Chiefs. So it's a big one. Chiefs top of the log, but Pirates are in form even though they lost in the Nedbank Cup. I think they've unbeaten in last 10 league matches. Chiefs have lost their last 2, a league match and a Nedbank Cup. So, I mean, you know, Kabadino Mango from Pirates, he's unstoppable at the moment. I think he's scored like 14 goals, leading goal scorer in the league at the moment. So, Pirates, I think they probably have the edge at the moment.
Wow.
If coming from a Chiefs man.
I was going to say, man, coming from a Chiefs man. But a mouth-watering lineup of fixtures to delve into this weekend. And, of course, we'll continue to do the Amakosi dance throughout, or at least Teresa will. But you can let us know who you are supporting, how you're feeling about the Proteas or Proteas women doing battle internationally. What a bumper weekend of sports.
Ooh, and it's competition time. Who doesn't want to watch the upcoming Nedbank quarterfinals in VIP style? I know that I want to be there. So if football is your game and luxury is your style, then make sure that you get your hands on these VIP tickets. To get there, you need to follow these 3 very easy steps. So listen carefully. Jamie Lee, what are those steps?
It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, if you're a Nedbank card holder, even a non-Nedbank Nedbanker like that, non-Nedbanker, you can open the free mobile Mobi Money account by dialing *120 *002# and follow the prompts. Like I said, it's very quick, fast. Now, once the account is open, use it to make a transaction like buying airtime or sending money to a friend like Tabiso and myself, because we are your friends. Now, once you have done that, SMS the keyword, which is Nedbank, to 33728. And lastly, once all of that is done, cross your lucky fingers that you'll get a call from us for those VIP tickets.
It's simple. It's simple. There are 4 quarterfinal matches and 4 sets of VIP tickets to be given away, and winners will be picked on a first-come, first-served basis. So you need to make sure that you're entering now. The competition ends at 12 midday on Monday, the 9th of March. So be quick, guys. And remember that SMSs will cost you R1.50 and that all the terms and conditions that you need, you can find them on expressoshow.com. And send us the money. We'll see you after the break.
Tropica Island of Treasure is back for a 9th season, and this time around we're coming to you from the Dutch Caribbean island of Curacao. Here, 6 celebrities and 6 smooth fans will pair up to compete for fame and fortune and the smoothest treasure of all, a shared 1 million rand. 3, 2, 1, go! Catch the new season of Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. from the 3rd of March on SABC3.
birthday to you. Look, it's not the Amakosi dance, but it's still a dance, and it's a dance just for you because it's your birthday. Hopefully you are feeling extra special this morning and you are loved enough for someone to send through a very special dedication, just like Sasha is loved by Sasha. I'm hoping it's the same Sasha because we always recommend send in something for yourself. Take a look at this incredible birthday dedication.
Happy birthday to you.
Big finish. Big finish.
I love it. I love it.
I absolutely love it.
We've got another video, though. This one to Ashley, who's turning 3 today. It was sent in via WhatsApp, obviously, by Charlene. Take a look at this one.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Ashley. Happy birthday to. Happy birthday to you.
The small one.
I love our little Ashley just getting in on the act. She's like, it's my birthday, I'm going to sing
I like
as well.
her just singing happy birthday the loudest to herself.
To
I
herself,
love it.
that's
She's her own
sweet.
hype woman.
Ashley, mwah, we love you. Happy birthday, young'un.
Let's go check in on those messages that came through. One of them being for Ndabezintle. I wish my son a happy 10th birthday. May God bless you with many more years to come. I love you. This comes from your mom, Tandeka. So cute, Mama. The next one goes to Mama Weziwe. Happy birthday to my gorgeous mom. May God bless you with many more years to come. Enjoy your day from your girl, Peliwe Sentane. Happy birthday, Mama.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Then we move to a 46th birthday to my awesome niece, Andrula. Happy birthday. May you have a blessed birthday. We love you so much. That's coming to you from your Uncle Kevin and Rochelle and Dawson and Taniska. The whole fam is sending you all their love. Then a happy first birthday. We love those. And that's going to a little Dorian. Sweetie pie, may your life be filled with happiness, joy and laughter. We love you. And that's coming to you from your mom, your dad, Ezra, Denisha and Denisha Hennies. Happy birthday, young one.
Wow, happy birthday. Then we have a twin birthday, guys. We have a twin birthday. Oh, yes, it's a twin explosion. Happy 40th birthday to our beautiful twins, Nolene and Noreen. May you have a blessed day and a year full of everything good. Enjoy, girls.
Let's
Take
hope
a
it's
look.
twice as nice.
Oh, yes, as it should be. And then Godwill is also celebrating a 25th birthday. Godwill Botha, may God bless you with many more years to come. I love you so much. This is from Viola. Happy birthday, Godwill.
So sweet. Another one coming through for Megan. I wish Megan Hess a blessed birthday. May you have a beautiful year and may all of your dreams come true. Hugs and kisses to you, baby girl. And then to Jiva, wishing my husband and father to my kids, Jiva, a happy birthday. May you be blessed with many happy returns. Lots of love from your loving family and friends. Oh, look at that cute.
No, those smooches
some
on your
love.
birthday. Then a happy first birthday. We really do love the first birthdays because we get gorgeous little pictures like that. Look at him. He's an adorable boy. Shaylan Amlaza, and that's from your daddy, your mommy, Sizwe, and Shahika. Happy birthday, Shaylan. And then lastly, another milestone birthday. Happy 13th birthday to Leighton De Bruin. May God bless you more with fruitful years from your auntie Janet and the whole family. Leighton, happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, everyone. Would you like to have your birthday put on the TV screen? Do you have a loved one celebrating their birthday soon? Why don't you share that with us and we'll put it up. WhatsApp us those videos, 10 to 15 seconds of you singing or wishing them well on 071 6406 551. That's the number. Or you can still email us birthdays@kadova.tv with a sweet message to wish them well. But from all of us here, if it's your birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Okay, sweetie, time to blow out your candles.
Don't ruin the moment. Prevent allergies or cold and flu with fast-acting powder nasal spray from the Nexa range. Nexa, brought to you by Pharma Dynamics.
Now, for our latest gaming segment, our resident gaming guru and good pal, Gareth Woods, alongside Tsolo, review a game called Apex Legends that's giving free-to-play online games like Fortnite a bit of a run for its money, which is saying a lot. Let's find out more.
Free-to-play games have staggered the gaming industry, giving consumers access to top-notch games without having to fork out too much money. Thanks to hits like Fortnite, games like Apex Legends now exist. And to talk to us a little bit about this game is our resident gaming guru, Gareth Woods. Gareth, what is this game all about?
So Apex Legends, which we're talking about today, it's not a new game. It's about a year old, but it's one of those battle royales that you might have heard about. It's a genre that's kind of been dominated by games like Fortnite, as you mentioned. And essentially the premise of the game is everyone drops into an island and they scavenge for weapons, and the last one standing wins. The one thing that makes Apex Legends a little bit different from most battle royales is that it's squad-based. So instead of jumping in solo, you jump in with a team of 2 other players. And also what makes it unique is in Apex Legends is each one has a different character which has a different ability. So you've got guys who have a healing drone to heal your teammates, you've got guys who can sprint really quickly, or they've got kind of artillery. So you can build a team with kind of different play styles to suit your play style.
How is Season 4 different? What can we expect from it?
Okay, so Season 4's got a bunch of new features. It's probably going to be easier for me to show you on screen. First and foremost, obviously the new hero, Revenant. He's like this kind of robot assassin, a very kind of cool, scary looking guy as he's charging into the screen, quite ominous. You've got all the other legends which you can customize with different skins. As you can see, I've done some of them there. I've unlocked some, haven't unlocked others, which you can obviously grind through the game, get currency, or you can pay to unlock them if you want. Obviously each one of them has a different play style. Your weapons you can also customize with different skins to make them kind of personal, add all sorts of cool little charms, like let's have a little bobblehead on the side here, make it look kind of cool, personalized. You've got the Battle Pass for Season 4, so as you play along and you level up, you get different skins and different kind of in-game currencies to unlock. You don't have to buy the Battle Pass, you can use the free one. It just means that the rewards are not as shiny, to be honest, than the paid-for one, but still some very cool stuff you can unlock there. And then there's a new map, which is very cool. New map, new weapons. But yeah, you got your daily challenges and different ways to earn currency. So you can play the game for free. You don't really have to pay any money. But if you want to unlock all the cool shiny stuff, you can drop some of your hard-earned cash.
Who would you say this game is for?
Okay, first of all, if you're a Battle Royale fan, you're likely to have already played Apex Legends. If you're a Fortnite fan, maybe looking for something a little bit more, a little bit different. It certainly ticks a lot of the boxes that people have come to expect from Battle Royales, but it does things a lot different in a lot of different ways. It's potentially a little bit faster than some of the other Battle Royales. And if you're a first-person shooter fan, playing games like Call of Duty and the likes, it's probably going to scratch that itch. Certainly because it's the kind of game you can play with friends. So if you're looking for a good game to kind of join up with some mates online, it's really good for that.
And how much are we giving it out of 10? What's your verdict?
So I played Apex Legends a lot when it first came out, and for me it was mind-blowing. It was so different, and the fact that it was such a weird thing where they announced the game was coming out and then said, and it's out right now. It wasn't one of those, hey, it's announced and 4 months later came out. So everyone was kind of shocked by how polished and good the game was, because normally when a game comes out, there's so many bugs, and that's when it first arrives. So for that, the game's kind of really, really polished. I've enjoyed Season 4 to jump back into it. I didn't play Season 2 or Season 3, so there's been a great excuse. In that sense, if you're looking for a fun game that you can kind of just grind and play over and over, because games are about 20 minutes long, it's a solid 8. Really, really fun game to play with friends or to play solo. And it's the kind of thing, if things go pear-shaped and you have a bad time, you just kind of can start the next game within a couple of minutes. So I really enjoyed for that.
Not too bad, an 8 out of 10 from Gareth Woods. So if you are an Apex Legends fan who's taken a break, maybe it's a good time to jump in now. Or if you're looking for something new, you can also jump into Season 4. I think it is a great time. I mean, it's a free-to-play game with such great quality. You definitely can't go wrong.
Wow, 8 out of 10 from a man with his finger on the pulse. Awesome. So here's a big question. Are you an Apex Legends Battle Royale fan? Well, head over to our Facebook or Twitter page right now. Reply to our Apex Legends competition post with your answer to the following question. What play style would you use to win an Apex Legends Battle Royale? Only a battler would know. You can answer, and when you do, you could win, how's this, 2,000 Apex in-game currency coins, and they're not being taxed just yet. The T's and C's apply can be found on expressoshow.com, but that competition closes on Monday at midday at 12 o'clock, so you've got the weekend to think about your answer. We'll see you on the other side of a very quick break. You can actually go online and get a few rounds in.
Welcome back, you beautiful people, to your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on SABC3. Friday. I can feel that gees. I don't know if you can feel it.
It's here. It's in
It's
the
just
air.
like,
It's in the air.
I got plans
But we're
tonight.
taking it from here and we're traveling all the way to Kenya, and it's definitely no surprise that Kenya is featured high on the list of most visited countries on the continent. It's got a pulsating metropolitan that is Nairobi, rich history, amazing wildlife and breathtaking landscapes, and of course it's no surprise and no wonder why it's considered the heartbeat of Africa. Now, they've got the Fairmont and the Norfolk as Kuhle's base over there. It was the perfect hideout to experience this cultural gem for her. Let's take a look at this.
A beloved landmark dating back to 1904, which stands proudly in the warm, bustling city of Nairobi, is home to Fairmont the Norfolk, playing such a pivotal role in Kenya's historical legacy. As the town was slowly built around the property, it is rich in history and makes for the perfect stay to explore the local delights of Nairobi. Arriving at the hotel, I received such a warm welcome from the staff. And one of the favorite features that I saw before I got to my room is how beautiful the garden is. It's lush and green and it's so serene. It's a place where you feel like you can relax and escape from the city. It's amazing how the garden is right in the center of the hotel. It doesn't matter where you want to go, you have to walk through this beautiful garden, which just makes you feel like you are in nature, although you are right in the middle of the city center in Nairobi. And I mean, for anyone wanting to explore a truly authentic African adventure, Kenya is the perfect place to do that, especially when it comes to their wildlife. A short 7-kilometer drive from Nairobi's business district, you can explore the Nairobi National Park. This is the only place in the world where you have a national park located right alongside the city center. Time to go explore. It allows easy access to people who are in the city, you know, to explore the wildlife that Kenya has to offer. That was an awesome journey. The game drive, you know, we saw different animals, from zebras to buffaloes to giraffes to lions, although they were sleeping by the time we got there. Kenya is all about the conservation of their wildlife and the environment at large. When it comes to me time, I love to treat myself to some tea time. And I hear that the high tea here at Fairmont Norfolk Hotel is to die for. The high tea was amazing because it's not just a high tea, it's a Swahili-inspired high tea. It was a beautiful balance between savory and sweet. You saw treats that were like a samosa or meatballs, and then on the sweet side it looked like, you know, a koeksisterd and like these coconut cakes, which were absolutely beautiful. My favorite was definitely the meatballs because you get to dip it in different sauces, and the taste, the balance in the taste was just exquisite. And what I did enjoy though was the tea. The special thing about this tea is that it's pre-mixed. It's already served with milk in it, so it's like a ginger tea with milk, and it's served hot. So that was a treat. The hotel has this awesome health center with so many facilities, including the gym, a heated pool, a spa and sauna. And I decided, you know what, let me take some time out of all the festivities and unhealthy eating and treat myself to a one-on-one session with a personal trainer. So we started off on the treadmill. I can't say I'm a pro at the gym, but he was very much with me all the way. After our little training session, I decided to unwind in what turned out to be one of my favorite features of the hotel. And I decided to just submerge myself into the heated pool. That was some time out to just relax and enjoy the moment. And if that wasn't enough, I decided to visit the spa and treated myself to a body massage. Not just any body massage, it was particularly a candle wax massage. First time doing it, and I must say, it was very special. It was very calming and soothing, especially when the hot wax lands on your back and the masseuse spreads it out all over your body. That was just a very luxurious feeling. What I loved about the candle wax massage are the health benefits that come with it. It relieves pain and tension, especially on your back, the circulation of blood, but ultimately leaves your skin feeling smooth and relaxed, and you are left feeling calm and just ready for anything. When we go on holidays, we are too activity driven. We do so many things and we want to explore so many things, and we forget to take the time out to sit back and relax so you can actually feel rejuvenated before you go back home. As the sun goes down, it's time to have a little bit of fun, and Sami is going to teach me how to make my very own cocktails. I made a martini for myself. I know it sounds like an everyday cocktail, but this one was a special guhle martini because it had an extra kick to it. The barman was such a great sport when he was teaching me how to make my very own cocktail. It was actually very simple. The things I will take home with myself when going back home, because I could entertain my guests now and make them, you know, the special guhle martini cocktail. Tattoo Restaurant is an award-winning restaurant which offers a wide variety of local produce, fresh produce, and local cuisine. Nicholas, Tattoo Restaurant is an award-winning restaurant. Tonight, I can't wait. I'm wining and dining here. What would you suggest for me?
I'll suggest for you a signature ribeye, which is sourced organic curry in Kenya.
Can't wait. Are you making it?
I'll be making the ribeye, and I'll make sure you enjoy it.
I'll look forward to it. Thank you.
Welcome.
I went with the chef's choice on the menu, a 3-course meal which started with some smoked salmon, which was absolutely divine. But my standout has to be the steak. It was succulent, it was juicy, and the unique thing about their steak is that they actually branded. So I thought that was really, really cool. The energy in Nairobi is so infectious, from bustling city streets to the wildlife right here in the city, and to wining and dining in award-winning restaurants with mouth-watering food. This truly is the heartbeat of Africa.
I want to go. I want to go tomorrow to Kenya.
I want to go today to Kenya. That looked amazing. She did so much in one day. That one day, she went to the spa. She went on a date with the chef.
She went to the gym.
She went to the gym. She swam. She made a martini. Oh, man, that's the life, living the life. Let us know what you think of that holiday. Are you going to be checking Kenya out soon? You should be checking it out. Expresso Morning Show, SABC 3. It's 7 o'clock. Time for us to check out what's happening in and around our world with the news.
We start with our national news. Police Minister Bheki Cele says the safety of women and children remains a priority for the police. Cele, together with the Western Cape Police Commissioner Yolisa Matakata, visited the family of 8-year-old Tasnei van Wyk yesterday. Tasnei's body was found in a stormwater drain in Worcester last week after she had disappeared for several days. In fact, President Cyril Ramaphosa also met with Tasnei's family earlier. Murder-accused Mohdin Pangakar, who was released on parole in 2016, has already appeared in court. Then the South African government is planning to repatriate all South Africans from the Chinese city of Wuhan, where the deadly coronavirus originated. President Cyril Ramaphosa said in a statement released last night the decision followed several requests from 132 of the 199 South Africans living in Wuhan. The president said that the necessary arrangements have been made to fly them back. Not one of them has shown any symptoms of the virus, but upon arrival they will all be placed in quarantine for a minimum of 21 days as a precaution. Then on the international front, Britain's Court of Appeal yesterday ruled in favour of environmental campaigners who opposed the building of a third runway at London's Heathrow Airport. The court said the UK government, which approved the Heathrow extension in 2018, had failed to take into account commitments to the Paris Agreement on limiting global warming. Triumphant campaigners have now called on Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who in 2015 pledged to lie in front of bulldozers to stop Heathrow's third runway, to finally cancel the project. And countries in East Africa are racing against time to prevent a new swarm of locusts wreaking havoc with crops and livelihoods after the worst infestation in generations. Kenya has temporarily run out of pesticides, Ethiopia needs more planes, and Somalia and Yemen, both torn by civil war, can't guarantee exterminators' safety. Meanwhile, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has contributed $10 million to help contain the crisis. The UN earlier said additional donors are needed to avoid a potential humanitarian crisis in the region. And now Bill Gates profiles South African doctor as part of his Heroes in the Field series. Tech billionaire and philanthropist Bill Gates, of course, recently in South Africa, has now honored the efforts of South African Dr. Matlwa Mabaso to eliminate child stunting by 2030. In his blog this week, Gates profiled her as part of his Heroes in the Field series, and a lot of people are taking notice. Gates said, and we quote, "Today, at age 34, Dr. Matlwa Mabaso lives in Johannesburg and leads the international Grow Great campaign, a sophisticated effort to eliminate child stunting over the next decade." Gates said that since the campaign was launched in 2018, she has developed a strategy that draws on successful campaigns in Brazil, Peru, Chile, and several other countries that have dramatically reduced stunting in recent years. Now, stunting is a condition that arises from prolonged undernutrition, and it affects physical and brain development. South Africa's First Lady, Dr. Tsepo Motsepe, helped launch the Grow Great campaign, and we certainly applaud her and all efforts in that area. That's where we leave our news for now. Let's delve into our sport. We kick it off with cricket. The first of 3 one-day international matches between South Africa and Australia will take place tomorrow at Boran Park in Paarl. Former captain Faf du Plessis and batsman Rassie van der Dussen have both been left out of the squad, with Kyle Verreynne, Janneman Malan, Luto Sipamla and Keshav Maharaj now joining the squad. That first ODI between the Proteas and Australia will take place at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Staying with cricket, the ICC Women's T20 World Cup hosts Australia thrashed Bangladesh by 86 runs in their Group A clash in Canberra yesterday. Alyssa Healy and Beth Mooney guiding Australia to the win with their 151-run opening partnership. The Aussies posted 189 for 1, with Bangladesh only managing to reach 103 for 9. The Proteas women are currently in action as we speak against Thailand. Then they'll face Pakistan, a tall order in their third group match. That, of course, on Sunday. Then Rugby Sevens is back in action this weekend, and the Springbok Sevens team will return to action this weekend for the 5th leg of the HSBC World Rugby Sevens series at the Dignity Health Sports Park Stadium in Los Angeles. So Neil Powell's Blitzboks, they have been drawn in Pool B alongside Kenya, Canada and Ireland. Stedman Gans will once again captain the side, and Werner Kok will play in his 50th tournament for South Africa, his 250th match, an incredible milestone. The Blitzboks sit in second place in the overall standings, 9 points behind the All Black Sevens team. Then on to the 15-man game. Super Rugby matches scheduled to take place in Japan are in doubt due to the coronavirus outbreak, particularly the match between the Japan-based Sunwolves and the Brumbies, set to take place on the 8th of March. Japan's government asked for all sports events in the country to be curtailed or cancelled for the next 2 weeks. The coronavirus has, however, not affected any of this weekend's fixtures. We'll see the Lions facing the Waratahs today. Then tomorrow the Reds host the Sharks, and the unbeaten Stormers, they welcome the Blues. And then we'll see the winless Bulls up against Argentina's Jaguares in the last fixture of the day. Then on to football. The biggest match coming from the PSL this weekend undoubtedly has to be Orlando Pirates up against rivals Kaizer Chiefs at the F&B Stadium in the Soweto Derby. The Amakosi currently topping the PSL table on 45 points. Buccaneers sitting in third spot on 39 points. The match between Pirates and Chiefs kicks off at 3:30 p.m. tomorrow. Go and support if you can. Then a little further afield, action from last night. UEFA Europa League football continued last night, with Manchester United securing a 5-0 win over Belgium's Club Brugge at Old Trafford to advance to the last 16. While Greek club Olympiacos, they also advanced after they stunned last year's finalists Arsenal at the Emirates. The match between the Gunners and Olympiacos headed into extra time, the aggregate being 1-1. Yusuf El Arabi scoring the winner for the visitors in the 119th minute to make it 2 apiece. So Olympiacos then advance on away goals. And that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's take a look at the competition out on the roads.
Thank you so much, G. Let's take a first look at the traffic this morning. If you find yourself in KwaZulu-Natal, Durban, there is a stationary vehicle on the N2 northbound after Higginson Highway. The left lane is blocked, so please approach with caution. In the Western Cape, Paarl on Huguenot Tunnel and Detroit's Kloof Pass have closed to traffic both ways due to a fire raging in the area. Please use alternative routes via Wolseley or Villiersdorp. And then finally, on the Metro Rail Monte Vista line, there is an extended travel time of about 20 to 30 minutes on the Monte Vista line due to sets out of service and current infrastructure conditions. That was a look at your traffic. Let's take a look at the weather with Uncle Tabsy.
Thank you very much, Jamie Lee. Now, we've asked you to send in your sunrise pictures. Thank you very much to Fatah Khan for sending us this amazing sunrise from Richards Bay, where today you can expect periods of rain with temperatures that are not as warm as the day before, reaching a maximum of 23 degrees. We also got this beautiful picture from Wendy Canterbury, who sent us this sunrise picture from Muizenberg, where a gusty breeze traveling at 43 k's per hour is expected, and mainly sunny conditions reaching a max of 21 degrees. Well, those are stunning pictures, and you can get yours through to us to show us what your sunrise is looking like this morning on our Facebook page, Expresso Morning Show SABC3. And now a look at those temperatures across the country. Polokwane 16, reaching a high of 28. Those are your temperatures. And if you're out in Mbombela, expect some rain today, as well as high humidity. 16 your minimum, reaching a maximum of 23. And if you are in the capital city, Pretoria, this one is for you. Thunderstorms are expected over there. 15 your low, reaching a high of 29. Johannesburg, sun and thunder showers expected over there. 13, peaking at a high of 26, with Mahikeng at 17 and 32. If you're out in Klerksdorp, heavy rainfall for you today. 15, peaking at 29. Kimberley, 16 and 28 degrees is your high. And if you're out in Bloemfontein, times of sun and clouds. 12, reaching a high of 26. Richards Bay, you've got a couple of showers over there today. 18 and 23, those are your temperatures. And if you're out in Pietermaritzburg, it's a rainy day. 14 and 19 are your temperatures. Occasional rain for Durban today. 19, peaking at 22, with high humidity for Mthatha. 12, peaking at 16 degrees. East London's a rainy day for you today. 14, reaching a high of 20, with Craddock coming through at 9 and 21. Of course, you also have the coolest start to the morning. That's for you, Craddock. And Port Elizabeth, cloudy day. 14, reaching a high of 21. George, expect that southeasterly wind. It's going at 26 k's per hour, and your temperatures are 12 and 18. If you're out in Sutherland, 6, that's your minimum, reaching a maximum of 20 degrees, and a southeasterly wind is expected. It's going fast, 32 k's per hour. That's for the mother city, Cape Town. Your temperatures 15, reaching a high of 25. If you're in Worcester, 12, reaching a high of 24. And if you're in Springbok, it's a sunny day. You have the highest temperatures in the country as well. 21, reaching a warm max of 34 degrees. Uppington, 19, reaching a high of 34 as well. And it's a sunny day over there. Well, no matter what the weather's looking like in your part of the country, let's make it a beautiful Friday.
Friday indeed. Are you ready for the drama, the spice, the challenges, and of course the beautiful setting? Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao, is coming to your screens in less than a week. I can't believe the final countdown has begun. Let's take a look at what you can expect.
Tropica Island of Treasure is back.
Games are about to begin.
We're ready to go.
Yes, let's go.
This is on.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Get out of my way.
What is happening? Yes.
They're playing a game, but they're not playing games.
Oh, they ain't playing games there. You have it. Only 4 more days until the launch officially of Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao. And while you wait in anticipation, you at home stand a chance to rub shoulders with the incredible cast of hashtag Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao. All you have to do is head on over to the Tropica Facebook, Instagram or Twitter accounts. Share the 7-day countdown post from your own social media page. Make sure that you tag Tropica, and you and a friend could be invited to the ultra exclusive launch party of Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao. Remember to also catch that first episode on Tuesday. The drama looks intense. It's the 3rd of March at 7:30 in the evening, only on SABC3. All right, so we're going to take the quickest of ad breaks while you ponder that and get your entries in. Remember, head over to that Tropica Facebook, Twitter or Instagram page. Get it in, and you and a friend could be partying the night away with us. You could do that right now as we take a quick break. We'll see you in a sec.
I've never met someone with a heart like this.
He embodies what it means to be selfless.
Even when I was in a state of panic, she saw me through bravery.
Often the bravest people don't see themselves as others do. Join us in celebrating these brave heroes. Nominate the pharmacists and healthcare professionals in your community making a real difference and stand a chance to win 5,000 Rand.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful people, to your feel-good breakfast show. It is Expresso live on SABC3. It's a beautiful Friday. You've chosen to wake up on the right side of bed by joining us. Now, the world of movies is always dishing out the hits and misses, but this week we've had 5 movies that have made waves on the box office. Let's take a look at them.
The last of the Oscar darlings landed, and that fast blue dude with attitude, who did you catch? Joe, Amy, Meg and Beth marched into a homely opening for Little Women in 5th. After 11 weeks, it's off the beaten path for Jumanji, the next level, down 4th. Harley Quinn and her Birds of Prey steadily lose altitude to 3rd in 3 weeks. 5 weeks running and they ain't going nowhere because it's Bad Boys for Life in 2nd. But a new blue streak breaks first, the original 16-bit bad boy Sonic the Hedgehog.
Ooh, it's a tough competition on the box office. It's a tough one, eh?
Did you get my blue streak joke? Anyone? No one?
I didn't hear your joke.
Martin Lawrence?
I heard your joke.
I'm sorry.
But that was fantastic, just to look at the top 5 movies making waves at the box office at the moment. But it is the weekend, and so we're taking at the movies that take a look at the movies that you need to be checking out right now. Movies releasing tomorrow. We're talking about today or tomorrow?
Today.
Today.
Friday.
Movies releasing today. That's it. It says tomorrow. Yeah. But it's fine. Tell me, so what movies are coming out?
The Informer is the first one we're talking about, and it's a movie that I don't think feels much different than a lot of things that we've seen before. Yeah. You enjoyed the TV show Prison Break?
Yes, I loved it. Who didn't?
Well, I didn't get much time for TV, funny enough, or the attention span for it, I think is my problem. But this is, it feels like another one of those stories, and I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. I'm sure if it works, don't, you know, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah.
But the character had his last day out of jail. He sees his family again, including the gorgeous dangerous Ana de Armas. And the FBI says, dude, you're still one of our informants, you're still in the game, and we need you to do one last tracking of a drug-dealing bigwig from the Polish mafia in the United States. So he goes to a bust, a deal where he's supposed to help make the bust. He's wired, obviously, blah, 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 the usual story. And there things go wrong. They go sideways, and one of the mafia dudes saves his life from an undercover cop, as you're seeing in this scene right now. And so mafia tells him, well, you know, a life for a life. We saved yours, so you have to go back inside prison for us and deal drugs inside there. And thus the game goes full circle, and he's back where he started. And the FBI, he's pawned to the FBI. He's now wanted by the NYPD because of the one cop you just saw who gets like in the tango, in the mess, in the tangle of the drug deal gone bad. And he's just trying to get back to his family. And there's also forces saying, well, if the mafia kill his family and him, then that gives us more cause to go after the mafia. So there are all sorts of people against one another. And like I said, sort of this old typical story of one lost, you know, like attempt at the game. And then that, you know, I'm out. All my chips on the table, and then...
And there we go.
Over kind of thing.
So listen to this one. This one's caught my attention because I really love that when you come through with a local film. You come through with a local movie, that really excites me. I love them. Knuckle City. It's an interesting storyline. It's got to do with a man that's aging. He's a womanizer and he's a professional boxer. That's already dramatic enough for me. But what goes down?
Do you relate to that at all?
No, not at all. But I'm just like, what?
The womanizing? Come on.
Aging? You're a womanizer and you're a professional boxer.
Yeah, it's just like, Anyway, so Knuckle City was South Africa's official submission to the Oscars for consideration.
Beautiful.
Obviously, it didn't make the cut necessarily, but as you can see, it is clearly a well-made movie by the folks who previously worked on, and we spoke about on Expresso, it was Sow the Winter to My Skin, which was so interesting and so innovative and so fresh, and they do more of the same favors for themselves here, taking something that could just be, you know, run-of-the-mill, feels like Rocky, feels like Creed, feels like any other boxing movie you've seen before. However, similar to what we were talking about with The Informer, it's a dude who's at the precipice. He's now old in his career, the younger boxers coming up. He has a chance to leave something behind for the family if he take one last risk, but the risk involves getting into the criminal game of things.
And things can go bad and go south when that happens.
Yes, but since, I mean, you as a former womanizer yourself, former boxer.
As a current womanizer.
And as a current criminal.
Okay, so that's a really stunning cast. You got Bongile Matsai, you got Stephen Gessie there, Faniswa Yisa. But the next movie, The Call of the Wild, directed by Chris Sanders, who directed How to Train Your Dragon and Lilo and Stitch. This is going to be fantastic, I hope.
Those are two very good movies.
Yes.
You should do just fine.
Absolutely.
Call of the Wild is based on the book by Jack London, which is really a heck of a lot to hocker, about a doggy who is kidnapped to the north of North America, into the Yukon Mountains during the Gold Rush era. So this is what, like late 19th century or something like that. And there he has to become a sled dog to his kidnappers. He has to help the industrialization of this area by delivering mail and all these sort of run-of-the-mill type things. But obviously there's this sad story of leaving home, fighting to try and get back home. On top of all of this, you've got Harrison Ford, who is also an old dog himself. And I suppose in the story you find that the two of them give each other purpose. It's a strange choice to animate the dog the way they did, especially after Cats didn't have too much of a good run with his choice of CG animation.
But this looks like it's going to be quite interesting.
Cute enough for everyone.
Shot really nicely. It's got really nice action shots coming through there with the dog.
Usually with these kiddie movies it can feel too sedentary, but if it's got, you know, whitewater rapiding and climbing over mountains and all that kind of business, maybe it's good for adults as well.
The Call of the Wild, that's coming out today. It's something to go check out. Thank you so much, JP Sebastian. A bit later on, we're talking about The Invisible Man. Why don't you head on out to our Facebook page? Let me know. Have you got plans for this weekend? What movies are you going to be watching? Connect with us on Facebook. Expresso, Morning Show, SABC3. Kuhle, you're training.
A very good morning to you, South Africa, my beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning into your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We have decided to start off our morning and our weekend with some exercises, right?
Oh, yes.
High-intensity exercises, to be very specific. I'm not alone. I am with personal trainer Emma Uesta, who's going to be showing us some of these routines this morning. I'm a little bit nervous and excited, but lucky for us, we have the Clover's limited edition Marula-flavored sip-up for some refreshments after.
I'm so excited. Let's get done so we can
Drink.
Yes, please. What do
Okay.
we start with?
Guys, today you are going to do something called a little knee raise, and you're going to be on a pull-up bar. So all I want you to do is grab your pull-up bar. All I want you to do is bring your knees in, drop down, and then you're going to go straight into 2 lunges. 1 and 2. Yeah. Let me see it, girl. Let me see it, girl. Just give it a go.
Good thing you gave me the baby one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it together.
So knees all the way in. Drop down to the floor, and then
Okay.
you're stepping back into a lunge. Perfect. Other side and in. Yeah.
So
One
Emma,
more.
which muscles are we working
Oh my
out
goodness,
now?
girl, you are using more than you bargained for. over here.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at me being an overachiever.
I know. When you wake up tomorrow with a 6-pack, don't be surprised, because this is the reason. We're moving over here now, and what I
Okay.
want us to do is focus on some upper body. So your hands are nice and wide, your
Alright.
feet are planted back, and you are dropping into an amazing little push-up. It's absolutely beautiful for the chest area. So give it a go, and let's see how you do.
What's the difference between this push-up and a normal push-up on the ground?
Okay, so this one is a little bit modified, so it's nicer for us ladies.
Yes.
It's a good starter for us, and it also is great to just switch things up and give you a different alternative.
And it's quite easy, to be very honest with you.
Yeah.
So how am I doing it correctly?
You really are.
Really?
You're doing great, girl. You see, you're stronger
Even my
than you
core
think.
muscles.
Tell me about it. The 6-pack is on its way. It's
I
awesome.
feel it getting activated, and I hope that you guys also at home are trying these modified push-ups. Perhaps can you do this at home, like on the couch or
if
kitchen
you
counter?
Want, yes, kitchen counter,
Yes.
absolutely. But don't eat while you're doing it, because that defeats the point. Can I give you one more?
Please.
Okay, so your hands are apart, you're jumping your legs forward, and this is actually a pull-up action, and it's getting us ready for when we do the proper pull-ups. So this is a difficult one.
Okay.
But we're going to start off, and then we're going to see how we progress.
So I follow through with my legs.
Absolutely. All the way through. Yep.
And then I lay back.
Squeeze your tummy in, hips up, and then you're just going to pull your body in and release out. That's it. Yes, girl. How's the breathing? How's the breathing?
It's very important to also focus on your breathing.
Look at that core. I already see a little ab line coming in there.
I'm excited for abs.
I'm excited for yogi sip.
Listen, man.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Good job.
Whew, okay, I'm not going to say that it's easy. It's challenging, but it definitely can be done. I love how you're giving us modified versions of these exercises that you at home can also, join us in. Please stick around to your Feel Good Breakfast show. Right now, though, we're just going to get a little bit of some refreshments this morning.
This is what I've been waiting for. This is it.
Oh, here's yours.
Thank you. I'm so glad
It comes in a variety of different flavors. No. Comes in a variety of different flavors, but this one is specifically the limited edition.
I love these.
Oh,
I love these. This reminds me of my childhood. This is what I used to drink. Like, Mom used to pack in my lunch tin. You know what I mean?
It's also very filling, and I think it's perfect for after workouts. Eh?
I want to see your immediate reaction when you take a big gulp. What is happening right now? It's like
First
a dream
flavor.
come true, right? How good? How good?
Such an awesome reward.
Amazing.
Make sure to keep it locked here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, because after we're coming back with more exercises with Emma, we'll see you after this.
What's new this summer? What could possibly top a rich and creamy sip-up? New Sip-Up Marula, a proudly South African unique flavor. Sip it up to live it up.
Made with love by Clover. Only you can make my day.
I'm Yaneska Rademan. I am 24 years old. I'm a set decorator and an aspiring actress. Welcome to my crib. This is the lounge area. I don't really make a lot of food here because I tend to burn it. Yeah, that's enough. Let me show you my view from my room. So,
hello, ek sien jou maatjies is hier.
So I still live with my parents. That's why I actually need to win this money. Okay.
There's only one person like Yaneska. She's fun to be around and the type of person that you can't get enough of. So I think she would be perfect for this competition.
What I'm going to bring to the competition is fun and kindness. Maybe I'm a little bit competitive. Maybe I'm a lot. Let's see. I'm Yaneska Rademan. Watch me on Tropica Island of Treasure, Curaçao, coming to you soon on SABC 3.
Welcome back, all you beautiful people, to your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on SABC3. Friday. Now, the next person needs no introduction. She's a comedian, an actress, a talk show host, and voiceover artist. Nina Hastie is in Cape Town for the Mother City Comedy Festival. Through her candidness and frankness, her one-woman show called Tuma Nina, written and performed by her, uses comedy to navigate typical South African experiences. Get your tickets before they sell out. But right now, she's on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Everybody give a warm Expresso welcome for Nina Hastie, everybody.
Come on.
I just got you in the beauty room and you're like, are you ready for me? I don't think South Africa is ready for you on our Feel Good show.
You know, guys, it's really nice to... first of all, congratulations on your new studios. It's really beautiful here. It's been a long time since I was in the Cape. You guys, nobody prepared me for the wind at this time of the year.
It's light even.
Really? Wow, it's really gorgeous. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so excited. Yeah, I haven't been on SABC3 in a while. I'm sure you guys missed me.
We did. You've left a void. And luckily, you have enough energy around you to fill that void. Did you like the CV we gave, your 30-second CV of your life?
Listen, I'm so impressed. Who wrote that? That was fantastic. Yes, correct.
You started so young in the industry, so if someone's going to offer a narrative about South Africa, you're a good person to do that because you've had a front row seat.
Yeah.
Age of 13, you started. How does someone start working at 30? That's child labour, isn't it?
You know, it's child labour. When you're busy cultivating a dream, when you're busy trying to understand what it is that you want to do, I knew that I wanted to be a star, whatever that was, but I also wanted to be rich enough in my skill set. So I might be in front of the camera, but you don't know that I'm also behind the camera a lot. Just got a nomination for Best International Show Format at the SAFTAs for a show that I wrote for a massive global, for NBC Universal. Wow. You know what I mean? I studied film. I know how to write things. I know how to present information, and I want to present information to South Africans that is accurate.
Well, I think of it as, you know, you talk to the top 1%, don't talk to the masses because it's easy.
Yeah.
But, like, pitch yourself up there. But the writing, for me, is where it all begins.
Absolutely.
Can you talk us through Soap on a Rope?
Yes. Oh, wow. You did your homework.
Trending SA.
Yes.
How do you do it? And then still find time to write and get on stage and be a very successful, I might add, comedian?
I don't have children.
Thanks for saying that.
I don't have children. You know, being a parent is a large part of so many people's lives. So everything that I do is dedicated to what I do. So I have a very, very strict regime of how I eat, when I sleep, how much exercise I get, because I also have mental health issues to manage. Even this morning, I was a little bit nervous waking up so early because I had a show last night and I have a very big show tonight, which is what I'm here to talk about, Tuma Nina. But you have to be strict because there's a couple of things. You have to have a vision, so you know where you're going. Then you have to have goals just before that vision. So I've got a 20-year plan, obviously. You know. So I've got like a 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20-year plan, all those goals. But you don't achieve those goals unless you have a strategy and discipline. And if you don't have discipline, you're not going to be a star. Sorry to break it to you.
Yeah.
But that is why you are a star. But let's speak about it. You're here for your show, Tuma Nini. Take us through it. Like, how did this all come about? You written it, you produced it, and now you're going to perform it.
Yes. Okay, so let's do a little Sizulu lesson. Okay. To Tuma means to send, right? So
sending Nina.
Yeah. So Tuma Mina was Cyril Ramaphosa's 2017 presidential campaign. Tuma Mina. But Tuma Nina, so Mina means me.
Okay.
Wena means
you.
Tina means us. Nina means you guys, right? So it's a play on words. So it's like send you guys. You guys go sort the country out. I don't know. I'm just gonna sit here.
Which is pretty much the mentality of like 90.
It's so hectic. I can't cope. It's so stressful. The news is so depressing.
I'm staying.
Listen, I'm staying. I love rhinos. It's just hectic. I don't know who's Gwede Mantashe. Who is he? I don't know.
I love that.
He's the...
Don't.
Okay.
How do you go about creating a show like this? Is it because it's got to be personal? You've got to kind of draw from your own narrative, but you're speaking to some pretty pertinent, big political, divisive issues there, and it has to be funny. People need to laugh.
Exactly. So, I mean, I had some challenges last night because I do talk a lot about, I talk about politics in a funny way, but I'll like say, there was a sex scandal with these politicians, or this is how we're approaching things. And I'll take like overarching themes. But you know, stand-up comedy, you can't just wake up one day and write a stand-up comedy show and then think it's going to work. You have to go to stand-up comedy clubs, try this joke, it's 5 minutes or 7 minutes or 12 minutes, then you try it again, you try it again, you try it again, you try it in different rooms in front of different people of different ages, races, genders, see if it works, go home, rewrite it, and you work this material. It's taken me years to produce this show. I didn't wake up one day and this show was born, you know? But now that I'm more proficient, I know how to do stand-up comedy. I know the rhythm of things. I can, as long as I've got a jungle gym, I can play. I'm like a jazz musician. If stand-up were jazz, I'd be up. If stand-up were music, I'd be doing jazz.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could do music as well. I'm surprised you can't do music.
I have a piano. I do play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We do actually have a piano, yes. Maybe later
okay,
you can
I'll play.
But what can people expect tonight at the Baxter?
Why must they buy tickets?
They must buy tickets because they've seen me on television. They've seen me on this very channel every night for over 500 episodes. But you never really got to see me because, you know, it was bite-sized stuff. We were talking about the news, but you never really got to see my true observations, my true insights, which can push buttons in different kinds of ways. I want you to feel some type of way. I feel like this show, because I'm eventually going to shoot it, maybe, you know, you'll see it on TV. I feel like it's a responsible show. I feel like it's an important show in the country. I feel like people need to learn the things.
You need to see this show.
Yeah.
You need to see the show.
Hey, that's me on the TV!
Look at you, so precious. She's conquered South Africa. She's going to conquer the world. I have absolutely no doubt. The Mother City Comedy Festival at the Baxter Theatre. From 8:30 tonight, you can see what sounds like the most insightful and hilarious.
Yeah, you have to laugh. You have to cry a little bit as well.
I feel like I need to high-five you every time I see you because you're so amazing. But go and support local talent because it is awesome.
We're up for a laugh, we're up for a cry. Nina Hastie, that's tonight at the Baxter Studio. Go check it out. Now, today we're inspiring everyone to head out there for the weekend, ahead of the weekend, to get braai. Kom ons braai. And Kutle's on standby with a Nelpotgieter. Kutle, what are you making?
And we are back live and in charge from Wynberg Park. It's the Friday edition of the Culinary Hotline Bling! Sing, sing, sing! This morning we are gearing you up to start off your weekend on a very special note. We're going to be braaiing some seafood, but before we get into it, we have some of the questions here, and lucky for us, we have our in-house experts, Anel and Nicole, to share their expertise. This one comes from Marley. She says, my husband is absolutely in love with seafood and mussels. Any tips for mussels on the braai? Would like to score some brownie points. Hashtag the way to a man's heart.
She's right.
Yeah. Now, how would you give her any tips for braaiing mussels?
I like to put my mussels in a pan.
Okay.
And then I will just add a little bit of water to it and put the mussels in and then put a lid over it. And then let it steam a bit. And then afterwards, when they open up, I will add some fresh herbs and a dash of cream. And it will go straight to my husband's heart.
That's the best way to their heart. Nicole, Neeb says, I love seafood braai. Any recipes on how to braai the most delicious mussels? Pretty please.
Oh, well, I would say I like using the whole mussels when the shell is still on. So if you're going to get the freshest ones possible, I pop them straight onto the fire. And then when you see them open up, then you can serve it with a beautiful salsa, which we're going to show today. Otherwise, I also love doing it in a pot, like Anel says, a big poiky pot. Pop them in there with some white wine, some onions, garlic, freshly toasted bread, and you dunk it in there just like that.
That sounds so fancy. That's exactly what we're going to be doing here. And we have some guests. We have some bumblebees just roaming around here. So we're not nervous at all. What are we starting with?
So I've got some chopped up basil in here, and I've got some chopped up parsley. We're just going to make a fresh salsa verde, which you're going to top onto your mussels like we've done here.
Okay.
We've got some capers, because seafood and capers are best friends.
They
like
go
a
hand
bacon
in
and
hand.
egg. Yeah, definitely. We've got some beautiful gherkins over here.
I love gherkins. Gherkins are my favorite
That
thing.
is like a flavor bomb to me.
Yeah. It's acidity that goes well with the. And now, would you mind passing me the thing and the vinegar? And I've got some mustard. The acidity goes well with any seafood. It just cuts through the fishiness.
Yes,
you could say.
yes.
Yeah. And then we've got some beautiful anchovies, because anchovies, again, we've got that seafood element.
It looks like, to be very honest, a little bit complicated for people who are nervous to make this kind of dish. Like, what advice would you have for them?
What we're going to do now, firstly, is when we put the mussels on the fire, that is a big thing. So it's to open it up, you put the mussels on the fire and they cook just like that. You will see them cook.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you use closed mussels, you can put it down, and when they open up, they're done. You must never overcook a mussel. That is a rubberige ding. You don't want a rubberige ding.
You'll be chewing for days.
Yeah, you'll be chewing for days. So that is the first thing that you do. And if they don't open up, like Nicole said, don't eat them.
Yeah.
These are nearly done, Nicole. And what I've also done is put some little broodjies on the braai for them to toast, some bruschetta, and this is a perfect little starter for your fish braai.
And I mean, how long do you put the mussels for on the braai?
About 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh, that's quick.
They're very quick to
cook.
cook.
And if there's a little bit of juice in the shell, don't be scared. It is a beautiful, beautiful juice from the mussels. It's just coming out.
I can actually see it.
Yeah.
Nou, is dat broodjies?
Daai broodjies is
Now, if you are watching at home and would love to get your hands on this amazing, amazing recipe, the keyword is braai to 33728. Now, remember, each SMS costs R1.50, and you can go to expressoshow.com for the T's and C's.
Well, I hope Molly is watching this morning.
Yeah. And
Because
I
I think this is going to lighten her husband's heart. He's going to love her more.
Yes, it's going to be a fantastic weekend in the household. I wish we can get an invite. I hope that you guys have dished up for our little friends here as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
we
That are
have.
just roaming around.
Oh, they're innocent, you know. They want a piece of this just like us.
And you know, if this sauce intimidates you, as you said, like, you know, just add a bit of little bit of olive oil and just a little bit of parsley and garlic and make a little bit of gremolata. But remember, always add a bit of acidity. We've used the red wine vinegar here, but use a bit of lemon juice or something, because that is this key to this
And
dish.
also now, like I said, if it's a bit intimidating and you've got a food processor at home, just chuck everything in the food processor and just blitz it a little bit. Don't go too fine, otherwise you're going to land up with a sauce more than a salsa. But I mean, it is a very easy way to make it as well.
Yeah, it's an amazing starter. Actually, I honestly cannot wait to taste. Please. Are you guys going to taste with
gorgeous?
me? Yeah,
Look at that. Isn't this gorgeous?
Even the presentation of it is so gourmet-like.
It is gourmet-like.
Thank you.
Have the, just like in your mouth or over it to the top.
So
Yeah.
I take this shell off like that. There we go.
Ooh, mine is stuck.
Let me help you.
Please.
Oh my word, this
Look
looks
at
so
it.
sexy and voluptuous.
Please
that
just look
I
at
can't eat
it.
it because I don't eat fish, but I can taste it. Is it delicious? And I think the anchovies complement the seafood even more. You know, the little bit of anchovies inside. Tell me what you think.
The sauce also just tops everything off. Absolutely love it. I love the crunch of the bread that you've also fried. The mussels are soft. They're not rubbery, as you've mentioned.
Yeah.
Just an amazing treat. Perfect to start off any Friday, any weekend. Make sure to keep it locked right here for another edition of Culinary Hotline Play.
Sing, sing, sing. Venus. Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso on a beautiful Friday morning. Got all those Friday feels, having a lot of fun. Of course, our crew is out and about, out on the range. She's been put through her fitness paces. Now she's going to be inspired with a little human movement. Time for the Friday dance.
So much is happening right here live and in charge from the Wynberg Park. As you can see behind me, I am joined by two different dance groups, Raw and Savage. Now, Raw Dance Crew were the winners of the Children Hip Hop Urban Group section at Dance Star in 2019 and qualified in the A-League to represent South Africa at the Dance Star World Dance Finals in Croatia, May 2020. That's massive. Alongside them is the Savage Dance Crew, winners of the Open Junior section at Dance Star 2019. They also qualified in A-League to represent South Africa at the Dance Star World Finals in Croatia as well in May 2020. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Limerick, both these groups train 3 times a week. That is intense. And you add some extra classes to get them ready for the Dance Star Finals happening in Croatia in May 2020. What does a typical workout rehearsal look like for them?
Well, we'll start off with some fitness first, just to get the heart rates going. Some stretching exercises. Then we will get to the choreography of the dance, which they will learn and do about 40 million times. And then if there's time, a cool down. But class usually is from an hour or 2 hours. So at the end of the week, we put 5 hours into
your dance
the dancing. Yeah.
Hectic, hey? Now, leading up to May 2020, going to Croatia to represent South Africa, what are you guys most looking forward to?
I don't know, just seeing the kids do what they do well and have fun, yeah.
Making their dreams come true.
Making their dreams come true. Can I ask you, ladies, what are you guys looking forward to in Croatia in 2020?
The competition.
The competition. Do you feel like you're ready, you're geared up, you have all the technique locked down?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely amazing. Now today, later on, you're going to be dancing for us, right?
Yes.
What do you guys have planned?
Well, both teams have an urban piece that Courtney Smith choreographed over here, so the amazing Courtney. So audience got to wait and see.
So they're both hip-hop dance routines?
Yes, hip-hop urban. Yes.
I'm excited. Are you guys excited?
Yes.
Are you guys excited? Yes, we are all excited right here at Wynberg Farm with dance crews, Raw and Savage, who are going to be representing South Africa in May 2020 in Croatia. So please make sure to keep it locked right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on SABC3, to see these guys behind me show you what they've got.
Ooh, we're in for a treat. Some dance moves coming up there. But right now, it's time for us to shine the spotlight on a movie that's been talked about lots on the internet. I mean, you may have read lots and lots of reviews about it, but time for us now to take a look at a trailer, some clips, and hear what JP Sebastian thinks of it. Connect with us, of course, as always, on Facebook, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. Let us know what you think of it. The Invisible Man, JP, The Invisible Man.
Yeah, so I think the last one that we saw was the Kevin Bacon one that was back in the D.
Yeah,
but obviously this is based on the 1933 version of the movie. They were originally going to try and reboot this Into the Dark Universe thing with the Tom Cruise mummy business, but that was so bad that fortunately this is just stylistically its own thing. Anyway, long story short, I'm going to show you a clip first of all, and the story is that you've got this woman who is played by Elizabeth Moss, who is now in the scene I'm about to show you, wrapping up the last will of a husband who was abusive, but was also a scientific genius who was building sort of camouflage suits for the military and whatever. And therein, wow, seem to have got your attention.
Yeah, you have certainly got all my attention.
This is not the tech segment, I promise. But yeah, she's going to try and convince the brother of the recently departed, inverted commas, that he's not in fact dead and he's still tormenting her life.
Okay, let's watch this.
A way to be invisible. You know exactly what I'm talking about. He's not dead. I just can't see him.
Okay. Now, I agree with you. Adrian was brilliant. But it wasn't because of anything he invented. It was how he got in people's heads. You think about it. He came up with the perfect way to torture you, even in death. Only thing more brilliant than inventing something that makes you invisible is not inventing it, but making you think he did.
He's not dead, Tom.
They certainly couldn't have cast a better person to play that mom than Elizabeth Moss. Hey?
You've watched The Handmaid's Tale? I haven't.
Yes, I have. But her ability to be able to bring a story like this to life is just unmatched.
And in present day, hey, and especially since during this week we've had Harvey Weinstein put away, thank goodness. Or at least, well, we'll see what his sentence will be. But yeah, if you wanted to tell a story about a woman not being believed about a man abusing them, now would be the time.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Anytime.
So, yeah, that's...
Yeah, you're seeing her trying to escape from the domestic situation. This is very much the start of the movie. All of it obviously plays out after her escape from this abusive situation, after which the man in, oh, shame, woe was me, his torment apparently commits suicide. And, like I said, she is convinced this is not the case because her husband was working in, like, top, high-tech Silicon Valley type technology that allows people to disappear themselves from the naked human eye. So that's the first thing you got to get straight about the movie and about the trailer is that it's not one of these stories where, ooh, is it all just in her head? Is it ambiguous and whatever? It's like, no, the dude is some sort of tech genius and...
It is real. We all know about it.
Yeah. So that can't be where the twist lies. So obviously JP's not going to tell you what the twist is, but all I'm letting you know is that, they're plenty enough thrills and spills aside from just the fact that we know the facts already. Elizabeth Moss then is really great in this part where she plays this person just trying to piece her life back together. And I think it does very well with a script that, for me, feels a bit undertreated, especially when you've got these themes of how we, as spectators to the abused person, mediate their own story and tell them, no, the stuff's in your head, no, blah, 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 blah. So that's a bit thin for me, but at least what's very good is that the director does interesting stylistic stuff. So you'll see like a large shot, say, of a kitchen, and a fire may happen in the kitchen. She's cooking bacon or something like that. Oh, in fact, yeah, it's this shot that we're looking at now. And the entire kitchen floods with smoke, so there's a lot of data on screen, there's a lot of particles, there's a lot of like pieces of information where, and the director just has the discipline to hold the camera still, to build your paranoia. Wait, did I just see that thing move? Wait, is there actually someone else in the kitchen while she's walked out there? And so those are nice little decisions he's made. Aside from that, in establishing shots, which is to say the camera that zooms up to the house where the scene is about to unfold, you'll start and say a shot of the fallen leaves. So are those leaves going to be knocked over by invisible human feet? Blah, 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 blah. So they're all little cute little stylistic things.
Every shot really makes you, keeps you glued, wondering what's about to happen next.
What's interesting is even there was one scene where she's escaping her husband right at the very start of the movie, where she stumbles in the dark, and it's just such a clean sort of scene. There's not, like I was just talking about the kitchen, so much of that chaos of the data all over the place. It's this designer building or whatever, so she shouldn't bump into anything in the dark. But I flinched, noticing she was about to bump into something, and that's quite hard to get, is to get the audience to flinch before the impact, kind of thing. Anyway, so competent director that we've got in our hands, but like I said, unfortunately, maybe a bit thin in building her paranoia. So you're looking at a scene now where, for example, she's roaming around the house, and there's no sense of her being, you hear these stories of abused women, for example, having to second guess or being made to second guess and third guess themselves. No, it's me who's losing. No, it's me who was mean to him. No, it's me who deserved this, or blah, 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 blah. And while I said, like, Elizabeth Moss clearly is a great actress.
Oh, yes, she is.
I don't think that maybe the psychology of what goes through a character's mind like that she was guided.
Quite hit for you.
With the director, Lee Wanell. I don't think that he did maybe his research in a way that he could have done true service to that story.
Well, let's take a look at this clip, and hopefully this one just clears it all up for us and takes it to a new level.
But more of a hairy one.
Yeah, what happened? What happened? What?
I saw some things. It was right there. It was right there. There were footprints. I saw it.
You saw footprints?
Yes, I saw on the sheets. I saw it right there. I saw them.
On the sheet.
I saw it. There's someone in here. There was someone in here.
Sid, put that stupid thing on.
You're the one who bought it for me.
Who you gonna spray? Who?
James, I saw it. I swear.
Hey, see, Adrian will haunt you if you let him. Don't let him.
No one believes this poor woman.
That was actually one of the more lekker scenes where it's like the dude's walking with this determination of like, you know, some sort of evil force and whatever. And all the while, this dude's got like, you know, say dead quiet while he's sneaking around the house and whatever. They're very cool stylistic stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it sort of makes a mess of itself on when you start asking questions about why would she do that? Why would he carry that thing around if he's invisible? Why would he?
Lots of gaps.
Some whys do build up, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
For one of these jump scare type horrors, does the job.
Okay, so the moment I have been waiting for, JP's popcorns. How many popcorns are you issuing out?
Who cares? Go watch it anyway. I'm giving
how many popcorns? I want to know.
6 out of 10 from
6
JP
out of
Sebastian.
10.
This
6
is
out of 10.
good as far as the churn of the non-stop 4 horror movies per week goes. Invisible Man's worth watching.
6 out of 10 is an average score by JP Sebastian. We hear that score a lot over here, but maybe you can connect with us and let us know based on just seeing the trailers. Is this a movie you're looking to go check out? Use that hashtag Expresso Show. Thank you so much, JP.
And tell us your spook stories as well. Why not? Tell me when you saw an invisible man.
No, don't tell us that. Just
That was scary. I
You
screamed.
just missed JP falling off the counter, running, screaming across the studio. I think we'll give it a 7 or 8 for just scare value.
Yeah,
but you can go do it for yourself. Were you scared there? Did it get you? Yeah, just a little bit. It scared me hungry. I need a little nibble. Please, can I have a muffin? Maybe a blueberry muffin?
A blueberry muffin?
I'll take one as well. I'll give one to Nina Hastie because she's still on your Feel Good Breakfast show. So, you know, share the love, sharing the muffins. Mama's making
And then we'll dance it off because it's Friday, and on a Friday we dance. So we'll bring you the Friday dance or Culinary hotline bling.
Sing it, sing it, sing.
Oh, that more after the break. That was quite a sexy tang. Huh?
I know.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Nina.
Rise and shine. There's no better way to wake up other than with Mackie D's for breakfast. Download the McDonald's app for delicious daily deals and start your day the right way.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to Nina, you gorgeous thing. Tula, Nina. Tula.
Tuma, guys. Tula means quiet.
Tuma.
Tuma. It's fine.
Tuma.
It's fine. No, Tula.
Tula. But then change it tonight. But I'm giving you a whole new canon photo. So we love having you here because you're just awesome and just a lovely energy in our studio. And we love the fact that you guys have like a bunch of stalkers.
Not a stalker. I feel like they get inspiration every morning. They wake up with us.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Shame. And one of those people that actually sent a link this morning was Felicia. She said, of course, the first one was, I told you you Mama got a surprise for you. Guys, note
How
the
cute
lighting in
is
my
that?
house is different from your lighting. But she looks amazing, right, Nina?
She looks gorgeous. You know, I mean, this was one of my favorite features of Trending SA is when we used to have people send in photos of themselves being all cute. You know, that's like, it's so nice to know. I mean, that's what's great about the modern world in television. You've been on TV for 100 years, Graham.
A little bit more. A little bit more. Give me my due, okay?
Was it like this in the beginning? I mean, there was no way to engage.
There was no YouTube, thank goodness. There was no
social
YouTube,
media.
so there was no way of seeing how embarrassing what you were doing actually was, because no one could throw it in your face.
Right.
Now, I love the fact that we get to connect with people in real time.
Yeah,
That, for me,
it's very cool.
is really, really awesome. Who wore it best?
Oh, no, we have another one. We actually have another one from Felicia as well. And she used to send a picture with her and Kutle. So me and Kutle
looks
are
like-
girls for the day.
No, Felicia is killing the game.
Yes, Felicia, come through.
Yes.
Bye, Felicia.
It is a beautiful dress. Guys, thank you so much for doing that. Please keep those pictures coming. Stay connected with us on our social media platforms because we adore being connected to you every day. Right now, we're going to get into some news headlines before we kickstart the last fun hour of the show. It's going so fast.
Thank you very much, G-Man. Let's take a look at the news headlines, starting off here at home, where hundreds of thousands of commuters in the Western Cape were stranded yesterday afternoon as Eskom confirmed it had temporarily terminated electricity supply due to non-payment. In a short notice, Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula said Eskom had cut electricity supply to 3 PRASA substations. After proof of payment was received from PRASA to bring the account to current, Eskom started the reconnection process. It is, however, possible that some sites may only regain power today. Police Minister Becky Cele says that the safety of women and children remains a priority for the police. Cele, together with the Western Cape Police Commissioner Yolisa Matakata, visited the family of 8-year-old Tasnie van Wyk yesterday. Tasnie's body was found in a stormwater drain in Worcester last week after she had disappeared for several days. President Cyril Ramaphosa also met with Tasnie's family earlier, and murder-accused Moideen Pangaraka, who was released on parole in 2016, has already appeared in court. In international headlines, at least 46 rhinos have been slaughtered in Botswana in 10 months, a government official has said, as the Southern African Wildlife Haven reported a surge in poaching of the endangered species. The killings, just under 10% of Botswana's total rhino population of 500, have occurred in the Northern Moremi Game Reserve since April last year. The unprecedented rate of poaching prompted the government to warn that the rhino population could be wiped out in the Southern African country by next year. Britain's Court of Appeal yesterday ruled in favour of environmental campaigners who opposed the building of a 3rd runway at London's Heathrow Airport. The court said that the UK government, which approved the Heathrow extension in 2018, had failed to take into account commitments to the Paris Agreement on limiting global warming. Triumphant campaigners have now called on Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who in 2015 pledged to lie in front of bulldozers to stop Heathrow's 3rd runway, to finally cancel the project. And now some wonderful news from the Denver Zoo in Colorado. It's not only in Africa that we rejoice when a baby rhino is born. Rhino enthusiasts in Denver, Colorado were ecstatic as the Denver Zoo welcomed its first ever baby rhino on Saturday morning. 13-year-old Tenzing, a one-horned rhino, and her new baby are both doing well. The zoo staff confirmed Tenzing was pregnant back in December 2018 after 4 years and 11 attempts. The zoo says that it took extraordinary patience and dedication over countless hours to make Tenzing feel at ease with the artificial insemination and ultrasound procedures that ultimately resulted in a healthy mom and calf. There are now 83 greater one-horned rhinos, including the baby, living in North American facilities, and they are listed as vulnerable due to numerous threats in their native range of northeastern India and southern Nepal. And now a brief glimpse into the world of entertainment. American pop music icon Britney Spears has taken to Instagram to share a video of the moment when she broke her foot. Now, the injury occurred while she was dancing in studio. Now, the sound of her metatarsal bone breaking can be heard audibly in the clip. And, of course, the singer has taken time to thank her fans for their support while she is healing. More of this later in our full entertainment report. And now time for us to take a final look at what's happening in the world of sports. Here's Graham.
Thanks so much, Tabiso. Let's wrap up those sporting news headlines for the day. We kick off with cricket. The first of 3 one-day international matches between South Africa and Australia will take place tomorrow at Boland Park in Paarl. Former captain Faf du Plessis and batsman Rassie van der Dussen have been left out of the squad with some fresh talent. Kyle Verreynne, Janneman Milan, Luto Sipamla and Keshav Maharaj all now joining the squad. That first ODI between the Proteas and Australia will kick off at 1 p.m. tomorrow. And staying with cricket, ICC Women's T20 World Cup hosts Australia. They thrashed Bangladesh by 86 runs in their Group A clash in Canberra yesterday. Alyssa Healy and Beth Mooney guiding Australia to the win with their 151-run opening partnership. Very impressive. Aussies posted 189 for 1, with Bangladesh only managing to reach 103 for 9. Then, of course, the Proteas women are currently in action as we speak against Thailand. Then they'll face Pakistan in their third group match on Sunday. Then on to Rugby Sevens. Our Springbok Sevens team will return to action this weekend in the 5th leg of the HSBC World Rugby Sevens Series at the Dignity Health Sports Park Stadium in Los Angeles. Neil Powell's Blitzboks have been drawn in Pool B alongside Kenya, Canada and Ireland. Then Stephen Gans will once again captain the side, and Werner Kok will play in his 50th tournament for South Africa in his 250th match, an incredible milestone. Blitzboks sit in second place in the overall standings, 9 points adrift of the All Blacks at the top of the table. Then on to the 15-man game. Super Rugby matches scheduled to take place in Japan are in doubt, obviously due to the coronavirus outbreak, particularly the match between the Japan-based Sunwolves and the Brumbies that was set to take place on the 8th of March. Japan's government has asked all sporting events in the country to either be curtailed or cancelled for the next 2 weeks. The coronavirus has not affected any of this weekend's fixtures, though. We're going to see the Lions up against the Waratahs. That's today. Then tomorrow, the Reds host the Sharks as they round off their tour. The unbeaten Stormers welcome the Blues to Newlands, and the winless Bulls, they'll face off against Argentina's Jaguares. That's in the last fixture of the day tomorrow. And the biggest match coming from the PSL this weekend, undoubtedly, Orlando Pirates up against old foes Kaizer Chiefs at the FNB Stadium in the Soweto Derby. Amakosi currently topping the PSL table on 45 points. Buccaneers chasing hard in third spot on 39 points. That match between Pirates and Chiefs will kick off at 3:30 at Orlando. That's tomorrow at 3:30 in the afternoon. Then UEFA Europa League of football continued last night with Manchester United securing a 5-0 win over Belgium's Club Brugge at Old Trafford to advance to the last 16. Now, while Greek club Olympiacos, they advanced after they stunned last year's finalists Arsenal at the Emirates. The match between the Gunners and Olympiacos headed into extra time with the aggregates sitting at 1 apiece. Youssef El Arabi then scored the winner for the visitors in the 119th minute to make it 2 apiece. That means Olympiacos then advanced on away goals. That's a wrap of your sport for this Friday morning. Let's take one last look at the roads.
Thank you so much, G. Let's take a final look at what's happening on your road this morning. If you find yourself in Gauteng Linbro Park, there has been a multi-vehicle accident on the N3 northbound before Marlborough Drive. The right lane is blocked, so please approach with caution. In the Western Cape, Paul in Huguenot Tunnel and the Twites Kloof Pass have closed traffic both ways due to a fire raging in the area. Please use alternative routes this morning via Wolseley or Villiersdorp. And then lastly, on the Metrorail Northern Line, there is currently an extended travel time of 40 to 50 minutes on the Strand Muldersvlei line due to operational conditions, vandalism and sets out of service. That was a final roundup of your traffic. Here's a final look at the weather.
Thank you very much, Jamie Lee. Let's take a final look at your weather. But first, a final look at those stunning sunrise pictures that we have asked you to send through, and you have. Thank you to our regular photographer, Nombulelo Gama, for your incredible skyline from Soweto. Look at that. Louise Sherry for your beautiful sunrise picture from Blue Hills in Midrand. Oh, I love it. As well as Fata Khan. Look at that sunrise from Richards Bay. Wendy Canterbury for your sunrise from Musenberg. That is beautiful, setting the tone for us this morning. We did Brighton early on Monday morning. Take photos of your sunrise sunrise, so send them through to us on our Facebook page using that hashtag Expresso Show. And now, final look at the temperatures across the country. Polokwane, times of sun and clouds for you today. 16 is your low, reaching a high of 28. And if you're out in Mbombela, expect high humidity with a bit of rain today. 16, that's your low, reaching a high of 23. The capital city, Pretoria, thunderstorms are expected over there. 15, that's where you start off, peaking at 29 degrees. With Jose Maboneng, Johannesburg, 13 and 26, with some sun and thunder showers today. Mahikeng in the northwest, 17, reaching a high of 32. Expect heavy rainfall out in Klerksdorp today with your temperatures 15 and 29. If you're out in Kimberley, times of sun and clouds today. 16 is your low, reaching a high of 28. And of course, a couple of showers are expected for Bloemfontein. Times of sun and clouds. No showers there quite yet today, but 12, reaching a high of 26. A couple of showers are expected though in Richards Bay. It's a rainy day. 18, reaching a high of 23. If you're in Pietermaritzburg, expect some rain over there as well. Temperatures are 14 and 19, with occasional rain for Durban at 19, reaching a high of 22. High humidity for Mthatha today. 12 is your minimum, reaching a maximum of 16, with East London at 14 and 20. The coolest start to the morning today, that's for Craddock, 9, reaching a high of 21. The friendly city, Port Elizabeth, 14, that's your minimum, reaching a maximum of 21 degrees. If you're in Georgia, expect a southeasterly wind. It's going at 26 kilometers per hour, and your temperatures are 12 and 18. And Sutherland, 6 is your minimum, reaching a maximum of 20. Cape Town, the mother city, expect that southeasterly wind. It's going at 32 k's an hour. Your temperatures are 15 and 25. Worcester, 12, reaching a high of 24. And the highest temperatures in the country, that's for Springbok today. Your low is 21, reaching highs of 34. It's a sunny day over there. Abington, sunny times for you. 19 is where you start off, reaching a high of 34 degrees. And that's where we leave it for this morning in terms of your weather. Hopefully that sets you up. No matter what it's looking like, it's a Friday, it's the weekend. Make it a feel-good type of day.
Yep, and a good way to do that is to have a little dance. Of course, Kutle is having a load of fun at Wynberg Park this morning. She's cooked, she's gotten into fitness, and now she's standing by with some amazing young dance crews who are going to kickstart the weekend nice and early.
And we are in for a treat this Friday morning live at Wynberg Park. We are joined by hip-hop dance crew Raw, who are gearing up for a competition happening in May 2020 all the way in Croatia. They are here on our show this morning to show us exactly what they've got. Crew, take it away.
It won't be easy creating a new society from the ground up. Wow, Morty. How did I end up falling for you?
Don't know, good take my power. I go up, I go up. Don't know, good take my power. I go up, I go up. They feel away. Oh wow.
not cheering. That was pretty awesome. Well done, you guys. If you ask me, they definitely have what it takes to represent South Africa in the hip hop finals happening in Croatia in 2020. This is Raw, everybody, showing us exactly what they've got. Do you know what my favorite dance move was? The guara guara. Can we do it while they go to an ad break? Hey. Yo, stick around because later on we are joined by...
Find your smooth fortune with Tropica. Buy a Tropica promo pack, enter now, and stand a chance to win your share of 1 million rand in prizes and the smooth grand prize of a Suzuki Ignis. The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you have to win.
Also catch the new season of Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. on SABC3 from the 3rd of March.
Tropica, nothing smoother.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, time to get back into it. I can't believe that Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao is now like 4 days away.
Yeah.
So
Feel it, it is here.
So it's now time for hashtag Tropica Game Jam. This season is going to be lit, I promise you. There's going to be action, there's going to be drama, it's going to be fierce competition, a very competitive bunch, and a whole lot of attitude as well. So over the past few days, we've introduced you to the 6 hashtag Tropica Smooth fans, and I'm sure everyone at home is really excited, chomping at the bit to know which smooth fan will team up with which celebrity.
Yes.
I wonder.
It's a difficult one.
Yeah, man.
Because
Each
it's
one
a
has
good
their
set
strengths.
of...
Yeah, each one, like, there's a lot of a very physical group as well. They're all prepared physically.
Well, the super fans, or the fans, rather, the smooth fans, are just as competitive as the smooth celebs. So it's like, where do you start?
And big personalities as well. So behind us is, on this wheel, we've got a spinning wheel, is Darren Solomon's face, right in the middle, okay? He seems up for it, eh? The wheel is divided into 8 compartments, each containing a different of our celebrities' faces. All you have to do... See, I'm catching my breath. It's so exciting. You've got to spin the wheel, and the celebrity's face that the arrow stops on will then be your prediction. Okay, are you ready to make
I am ready. I'm ready to make my prediction.
And give it a good spin, Ed. And he's like a real
okay, all right. Are you ready? You're going to count me down?
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Spin the wheel. Whoa, that was the biggest, strongest spin you have ever seen, you kid. Not one, but all celebrities.
But the arrow arrow is here. The arrow's here. And
show the size of your muscles. This is
that's not how it was meant to happen.
Studio. Oh man, so hopefully you at home will have more success with your predictions. The Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao is coming, and we promised you drama, we promised you spice, and you're going to get it in bucket loads. Tuesday the 3rd of March 2020. It kicks off right here on SABC 3 at 7:30.
Trust the boys to do something like that. But from Curacao to Wynberg Park, our girl Culinary Adams is standing by with Emma Uest for part 2 of our Fitness Friday. Let's take a look. Yeah, Emma Uest is there for part 2 with Sip Up. And remember to connect with us on our Facebook page or our Twitter page or Instagram, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. Let us know what you're doing about the show today. But here we go, Culinary Adams standing by.
We are back live and in charge at Wynberg Park. Earlier on, Emma showed me a few high-intensity workouts, which I truly enjoyed, and we sipped up on some Sip Up as a refreshment. And now we are back for some more exercises.
Yes.
But I have to say that it's a little bit unfair how they're making me eat in between workouts. Emma was just like, girl, you're busy eating muscles instead of working out your muscles. I felt so dragged.
But that's why we're working out, so that you can be snacking, which is amazing.
That's true. So what are we doing now?
Okay, so I thought we'd step it up now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a modified version, and then we're going to step it up. So let's start off really basic. Okay, so we're going to start off with a basic squat, and we're just going to do 5 basic squats, dropping it like it's hot. And then we're going to step it up, and we're going to jump them out.
Okay, how do we jump them up?
Girl, this is what happens when she snacks. She gets heavy and she loses focus.
Okay, no, I'm ready. I'm here with you. Let's get into it.
Normal squats, okay, just dropping it. Yes, girl.
Ooh.
Yeah. Are you squeezing?
Yes, I was about to say.
You know what you're squeezing?
My
I can't say this. Yes.
My bum-bums.
Okay, so now what I want you to do is step it up and I want you to jump it out. So literally drop, jump, drop, jump.
Okay.
Okay,
cool.
Let me see what you got.
Got it.
Ready?
Let's go. Yes.
Let's do it.
Jump.
So the aim of this, guys, is that we really want to be able to take an exercise and then we want to improve upon it so that we can step you up in your fitness game. Next thing we're going to do is literally a lunge. Walking lunge and walking lunge. And then when we step it up, I want you to jump it out. So you're going to jump and change. And I love this one. It's so good for bums and thighs. So show me the normal lunges.
Okay. Just like this.
Absolutely.
So...
And
what am I focusing on right now?
Well, right now you're focusing on your balance because, girl, let's be honest, it's difficult.
My form is quite off, so...
No, your form is beautiful.
Really?
And you're smiling.
Oh, my gosh.
And your stomach is full. Oh. And now you're going to step it up and you're going to jump it out. So 1 foot in front, and now jump and change. Jump, jump. Yes. Yes, girl.
Sustain this.
Yes.
Or whatever for live TV.
All I'm saying is tomorrow morning you're going to wake up a little stiff, but everything is going to be so perky.
As long as we continue doing it, though,
absolutely,
our muscles get used to it.
Yes. Okay, I want to give you one last one, and it is basically going to be a push-up, and then we are going to step that up. I don't know if you're ready for this. How ready are you?
Ready for this?
Are you ready for this?
I'll only be ready when I get into it.
Okay, so this is the basic movement. Okay, if you want to, you can pop your knees down, so don't feel alarmed. It's a push-up. And then what I want you to do is I want you to twist. So that is the modified version. Then afterwards, we're going to step it up, and we're going to step it up into twisting open and all the way down. And twisting it open.
So as I go down, my knees are on the ground.
Correct.
Then I go up to my toes.
Correct.
Then I twist and lift
yes.
my arm.
Oh, girl, you are so graceful. Yes. And then up.
Up.
And then twist. And then drop. And down.
Ooh.
Girl, you better put that booty down.
I have to.
You have
get
to
this
put
booty
that
working.
booty down. Girl!
I hope that you guys are suffering with me.
I hope that you're trying this at home. If you're in your pajamas, please, I need you to get down and I need you to hustle it out and give us a few more of those.
But you know what? This is the perfect way to start any day because I love workouts that don't necessarily require you to walk outside your house.
Absolutely.
To go to the gym.
Yes.
So these are the perfect workout sessions or workout routines that you can do at home on the kitchen counter, that push-up that we did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or the push-ups, the modified version as well. So it's not so difficult.
I know, and everyone always, my clients will always give me an excuse. I can't do this. I didn't have equipment. I didn't have a gym membership. I was away. Guys, there is no excuse. You can do this anywhere, everywhere, outdoors, in a hotel. It's incredible. It's easy to do, and you can always step it up.
Absolutely, always step it up. Well, right now I'm about to sip it up with Clover's limited edition.
I'm following your lead.
Marula flavored sip up. I'm actually really excited for this because the first one went by so quickly. Obviously, sharing is caring. Thank you so much, Emma.
Thank you for having me. This is awesome. This is even better.
You are awesome. Thank you so much, Emma, for showing us the routines that we can do to kind of step up our lifestyle, step up our bodies, and hopefully that you guys step up too.
What's new this summer? What could possibly top a rich and creamy sip-up? New Sip Up Marula, a proudly South African unique flavor. Sip it up to live it up.
Made with love by Clover.
Oh, I know. Kuhle shame. No, breaking a sweat
No,
today.
she's doing the most. But I can actually see the ab lines coming through there. Did you see that?
Yeah, it takes a day. Apparently, it seems
It's
she's
better than your yoga.
Does fitness 1 hour and then she has air lines. I love
Than
that.
your yoga.
Keep quiet, Jamie Lee. Keep quiet. Well, listen, we've asked you to connect with us. We always do ask you to connect with us on our Facebook, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3, and you do. We got a really sweet message, Princess, for you. This one comes from Bonga, Deloza Mkitlana, who says, "Great morning to you, Expresso. I just wanted to say I love how you've made Sis Princess, almost a presenter.
I love it.
Oh, man. And I'll actually look forward to the 60-second coffee break segment. I have an enormous crush on Jamie, and that's you, Jamie. At least one person has a crush on you. But the way that my heart is set, Sis Princess might just shapa! Yes! Much love to Expresso family. Sis Princess is amazing. I love it.
I'm not even like
No, I'm kidding.
one
I have a
person-
crush on
Thank
you.
you. I'm joking. No, but Sis Princess
But you know,
now
I don't
fighting.
want other people having crushes on you.
Yeah.
I want to be the only one.
Because Sis Princess has a crush on you because you her no.
Oh, so it's a love triangle of sorts. It's a love triangle. Bonga, that is so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank
And Sis Princess, you are doing amazing, and the people connect with you and they love you. And
They do. They love you. And you know, people also love Nina Hastie because she's still in studio with us, talking all about a comedy show happening tonight at the Baxter Theatre. You want to get your hands on the ticket. She's funny. She's a comedian. She's a TV host. All over, just a favorite person for everyone. But right now, we're going to take a quick breather, and we'll see you in a moment.
I've never met someone with a heart like this.
He embodies what it means to be selfless.
Even when I was in a state of panic, she showed me true bravery.
Often the bravest people don't see themselves as others do. Join us in celebrating these brave heroes. Nominate the pharmacists and healthcare professionals in your community making a real difference and stand a chance to win 5,000 Rand.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful souls. It's all fun and games today. Thank you so much for keeping it locked right here on your feel-good breakfast show. Now, she started out as a radio presenter, managed to bag 3 concurrent television lead roles, and now a decade into the comedy industry, she is fresh off her sold-out solo stand-up comedy show at the Goliath Comedy Club and has a SEFTA Award nomination and Comics Choice Award under her belt. She can even play the piano. She's proven it to us.
And she can twerk.
She can.
Oh,
I saw it.
really?
With my
Listen,
own
I can't play piano that well. I'm busy teaching myself.
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
that
you're the business, Nina.
But Nina, you know, as a Joburg-based comedian,
Yeah.
what expectations do you have of the Cape Town audience in this show?
Are they different?
Are you expecting that the crowd will be different?
Fam. It is challenging.
Oh yeah?
Little bit challenging.
Oh,
yeah? People consume media differently. You know, some people read certain things. Also, the cosmopolitan society of Johannesburg is much more integrated, whereas I find Cape Town has very pocketed... it has very pocketed societal... you know, there's like the hippies that crochet and the da-da-da-da-da, and everybody sort of, you know, does their own thing, and I really appreciate that, and it's cool, but I'm having to learn to communicate with people that don't all watch the same things, read the same books, have the same conversations. So I'm also teaching people while I'm on stage.
Yeah, I love that.
Just looking at your poster and the pictures that you're showing us now, can you talk us through your phase of your career as an estate agent?
You know,
I completely
must just tell you something, you know, we get really creative there in Pretoria. You know, after we went through the aquamarine phase and we all went into terracotta, we were very into, like, you know, Monte Cassino.
Yeah, and what sort of property did you sell?
Townhouses.
Townhouses.
Yeah.
I love it.
Just after I dyed my hair.
So there we've shown a very
Yes!
So that's beautiful, and you're all about them girls.
Yes.
There is something really cool about, I want to say, the groundswell of female comedians at the moment. There is like a sense of self-belief just in comedy in general. In South Africa, on the continent, it's really cool, and it's good that women are getting their piece of that. Are you?
Absolutely. You know, it has grown a lot. I mean, that picture there is the Thunderbirds. There's a new Thunderbird in town. Lihle Msimang has joined the Thunderbirds as well. You guys will meet them all.
Does she sit on? She
sits right on top, and then her legs come out the other side of the thing. So that's quite cool. You know, if you have just, say for example, there's 9 men in the room and 1 woman, it will be it's almost difficult for that woman to have her own voice in the space. She'll more than likely assimilate into the culture of the 9 people, whatever it is, you know, if it's whatever difference there is.
Ain't that just like life?
Exactly. So, you know, us as female comedians speak about our lived experience. It's nice to be on stage or to be watching a comedian who talks about my lived experience instead of having a man explain what my experience is.
Sure.
As I'm sure it is with varieties of race groups, you know. I can't explain the lived experience of a person of color, just like you can't explain the lived experience of
an estate agent
from Pretoria. You know?
But Nina, you know, you do such an incredible job. When you step on that stage, you completely own it, and you seem so confident from start to finish, and I just don't know how you do it. Have you ever been in a situation where, confident as you are, you just bomb out, or you find that
night at the Cape Town Comedy Club,
what happened?
I was making jokes, and then I said Maps Maponyane, and the audience didn't know who he was.
Really?
And I was like,
what?
And they were like,
on what planet?
And what planet? Cape Town. The planet Cape Town.
I'm understanding your
so the thing is, some of the references that I use that talk to modern youth, urban culture, people. If I'm telling a joke and you don't know who Maps Maponyane is, I have to stop my joke. I have to explain who he is. Otherwise, the rest of it isn't going to work. It's very difficult when people don't know what you're talking about.
Sure. I mean, we get a little taste of it in pockets, and just being on stage, so for instance, emceeing something. So much of that is an organic energy kind of flow. But you've also got your material, and you've got to feel that out. And I love the fact that you guys are formulaic. I think to master the craft, I see being a stand-up comedian as sitting at the top of the artist's kind of pyramid, because it is such a craft. to master. How do you feel? You've spoken quite openly about having anxiety and kind of mental, kind of a
mental
focus
health issues,
on your own mental health journey. But now you've put yourself in a position that is so exposed and so nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
What goes through your mind before you go on stage? Are you like Slim Shady? Do you have a little moment?
I do. But it takes the whole day. You know, like whenever there's a show. Look. Failure to prepare is preparing to fail. You have to know what you're talking about. And often I find, you know, like if I don't prepare my mind, if I don't prepare my gags, if I don't prepare where the thought is going to go, I'm playing myself and I'm doing the audience an injustice. I'm there to entertain them. So the second I take the responsibility off them liking me and the responsibility is for me to entertain them, then it doesn't become about how I feel anymore. It becomes about how you need to feel. So then it changes the dynamic and the pressure is on that.
To get to that place of mastery and ability to do that is just such an incredible thing. Well, Nina Hastie is still here, right? Are you still here? Are you going to play the piano for us at some point?
You know what, guys, I'm not very good. You know, it's like,
say now.
Look on our social media platforms. You'll see. And have a check on Instagram on Expresso Show.
And her show is tonight, so do buy those tickets.
Oh, look, there you are.
Studio, but right now we're going to go over to Culinary, who's at Wynberg Park for your culinary hotline bling. Sing. It's going to be amazing answering all your questions. Check it out.
And we're back live at a chart at Wynberg Park with the second edition of the culinary hotline bling. Sing. Now earlier on, Arnel and Nicole gave us some tricks and tips on how to make the perfect mussel on a braai. And right now we're about to braai some snoek. But on social media, we have asked you guys to just send us in your braai questions. And we have a question for you guys from Gina. She says, I love to braai, but I haven't done fish. I find it intimidating. Do you perhaps have an easy but different snoek recipe? And what can I braai with it as a starter? Thanks.
First of all, Gina, don't be intimidated. It's probably the easiest fish to braai because you just buy the whole snoek, or even at places like Willie's, you buy a snoek that's already
filleted, a little slightly smoked as well.
Yeah, and you can braai that so easy. So what we're going to do today, we just put it with the skin down on the fire.
Oh, do you braai it without the skin?
No, with the skin.
Oh, with the skin.
See, the skin is on there, so it's with the skin down on the fire.
Okay.
Because then you cook the skin, and the skin sometimes also gets so delicious and crispy as well.
The skin has actually a lot of oils in it.
Yeah.
So that's what crisps it up a bit.
And we've made a marinade. Nicole is going to make the marinade.
Are these the same ingredients we used for the mussels earlier?
No, Culinary. This is a bit little. This has got an Eastern twist because we're adding a bit of soya sauce, and a bit of oregano.
Oregano, lemon juice. We've got honey. We've got a bit of garlic. This is a very nice recipe compared to like Culinary, you mentioned earlier that you weren't familiar with the apricot and snoek combination.
Yes.
It's a very traditional thing, but snoek lends itself to a little bit of a sweetness. So that's why we've just got the honey in here. It just, I don't know, it just goes. It really, really goes so nicely together.
All the flavors kind of complement one another and balance each other out. But then now, one question that a lot of people, may have is how do you keep your snoek from drying or any kind of fish from drying when you're braaiing it?
Just don't overcook it. That's my big thing. And don't cook it too long because fish don't have so much moisture, so it's going to cook out very quickly. And the other thing is as well, your braai mustn't be like extremely hot. So medium coals is perfect for it. Beautiful medium coals is perfect for the braai. So I think that's the way to do it,
And then are there different kinds of fish that you can braai? Because you mentioned this is the easiest kind of fish to braai.
Yeah. You know what I like? You can't braai hake.
Why not? I love hake.
Didn't you have domestic science, lady? Cool.
I know.
It's like the domestic kind of fish.
No, unfortunately, I missed out on that class, okay?
If you were in the class, the teacher would have told you not hake because it's a flaky fish. And the skin is like thin and flaky, so it's just going to break apart on the fire.
You're going to struggle to work with it on the fire. Yeah, definitely. But I love a a yellowtail or even your tuna steaks are really nice on a braai. And also a nice thing to braai with the snook is also to have also salad, and you keep basting it the whole time.
Oh, as you're braaiing it.
Yes. So you want to build up the layer like Anel's done earlier for us while they were doing the fitness segment. She was busy basting it, building that beautiful layer, and we're just about to try it now. It's you'll taste it. It's absolutely stunning. That's because of the honey that's in there.
So you baste it with the sauce that we've just made here.
Yes,
And obviously the pepper and the salt is for taste.
Yes, yeah, always at the end.
Oh, that
Stunning.
looks stunning. It looks absolutely
Where's
beautiful.
my cell phone? I want to take an Instagram pic. Can I, please?
This is
for my
Instagram worthy.
It has to be.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. So actually,
I want to Instagram this.
Instagram.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I need, please drop that picture to me. Would absolutely love to see it. Can I also just dig in?
Yes, I'll prepare you one.
And then for Gina, she wanted to, you can serve it whole with a beautiful salad and some fresh breads on the side. And then you can even, for Gina that wanted like a starter, the ciabatta we did earlier, we just braai it on the fire and then serve it like that on a little bit of ciabatta with a bit of this beautiful sauce.
Thank you so much.
And I want you to tell me what you think about it.
Before I actually sink my teeth into it, you guys need to know at home to get your hands on this amazing recipe. You need to SMS the keyword fish to 33728. SMSs cost R1.50 and T's and C's do apply. You can check them out from on the expressoshow.com website. Okay, I'm gonna
tuck in, girlfriend, tuck in.
Wow, this is a winner.
Is it a winner?
It's a winner.
Explain the taste to me. Tell me what you taste.
Like fish.
Okay. Salty, sweety.
It's salty with the balance of sweet as well.
Yeah. And a bit of acidity.
Absolutely. And the soy sauce also is a very prominent ingredient in the sauce.
Yeah.
Absolutely delicious.
And do you taste those beautiful herbs like the oregano, the thyme, the parsley?
Absolutely. Love it.
Loving it.
Loving it.
It's so easy.
I'm going to dig into the mussels and the snook fish, and we hope that we have answered your culinary questions. It's an absolutely amazing way to start any weekend, just braaiing out with friends and family and just doing the right thing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to dig in now.
Yeah.
Send me the picture.
Huh? Yeah, I'm going to send you the picture.
Right.
But ting, ting, ting.
Oh,
my mouth is watering. You know, my Uncle G makes like a snook with jam and all of that. But that, Anel and Nicole, you guys are getting into the field.
So good.
What's your like vibe for braai?
I like the traditional stuff, the mainstream stuff that we always make. So your chicken, wors, and some steak as well. But the chicken in particular, when you've got a nice marinade.
Crispy.
Ooh, and that's why we asked you on social media this morning, what is your go-to thing to braai? What do you enjoy braaiing the most? And you have set our appetites buzzing because you've commented. What are the people saying, Auntie?
Roxy is saying, good morning, Expresso morning show. My favorite things on a braai is deliciously marinated pork chops with the fat so crispy, and I love to make potjies too. It must be so like... I don't know why my mouth is watering.
So hungry. We also got another one from Lerato Barron saying, good morning, guys. Happy Braai Day Friday. Hashtag Morning Expresso SABC3. I love my garlic bread on the braai. Oh, yes. And that's my favorite. Lerato, that sounds really, really good. Garlic bread on the braai, yes.
Always a winner,
yes,
always a
those
winner.
flavors pulling through.
One of our favorites also came through. Josephine Pixton says, good morning, family. My favorite thing to sizzle on the braai is skilpaikies. It's very yummy.
What's skilpaikies? Please add a picture, just please add a picture of skilpaikies. Ah, man, that's... Yeah, it sounds like something we haven't had, so it must be delicious.
Must be.
Send it to us. And we also got another one from Trevor. The World says sausages, ribs, and chicken.
Not sausages. Sausages. Sausages.
Sausages, ribs, and chicken. I love that. That sounds so yum. That's my go-to. That's my go-to stuff. So you and I can hang, Trevor.
Definitely.
And of course, last comment.
Yeah, last comment comes from Joan Cameron saying crispy chicken wings, garlic French toast with coleslaw and a crunchy green salad with feta with a dash of Greeks. Now you're talking, Joan. Now you're talking. That is just everything. No, definitely. We love hearing from you.
Okay, so we've definitely been inspired to go out and braai today. Kom ons braai vandag and tomorrow and the ander dag, Sondag. Send pictures, take photographs of your braais and share them with us. We're going to take a quick break. After the break, Nina Hastie is still here, but we also take a look at what's happening in the world of entertainment. We'll see you after this.
Oh, you can make my day.
Take time out to explore the bush with outstanding offers from the Protea Hotel by Marriott Kruger Gate. Awake in safari lodge style on the banks of the Sabi River, your offer including dinner, bed and breakfast, a tribal African revived spa massage and a 100 Rand pool deck cocktail voucher. With rooms from 3,600 Rand a night, take 5 on the wild side at the Protea Hotel by Marriott Kruger Gate.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful people, you to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is Expresso live right here on SABC3. Thank you so much for choosing to start your Friday, your weekend with us. You've made the right choice. Time for us to check what's happening in the world of entertainment. Tinsel Town, what are the celebrities doing, guys?
First of all, Nina, it's powerful having the tablet of power.
Yeah.
Listen here, I must just tell you, this is
pretty cool,
a nice, weighty, effective, fully charged and working tablet
of power.
This is a very powerful tablet.
With a tablet comes great responsibility.
Yes. Only take half in the morning.
And call me. So let's delve right in.
Yeah,
sister.
absolutely. It's a bit of sad news, though, but the American multi-award-winning artist who is adored by fans all over the world, I love her. I got to see her perform not too long ago here in Cape Town. Toni Braxton opened up about the conditions that she has had to live with. Now, she was diagnosed with lupus back in 2008. She recalls having to tell her kids why she was in and out of hospital so much. Now, for those of you who don't know, lupus is an autoimmune disease categorized by the immune system attacking healthy cell tissue, affecting the heart, joints, skin, kidneys, blood cells, brain, and even the lungs. Now, about 1.5 million Americans have lupus, and 90% of those diagnosed with a chronic illness are women. She quoted this and said, they said I have lupus and it loves my heart, explaining that she was later advised that she may need a heart transplant. Now, upon receiving such terrifying news, she responded, I was petrified, I was depressed and scared, but I had realized I had to change my life. She says, I I may have lupus, but I decided I was not going to be a victim. Now, I listened to my body. She's managed to live with it by cutting down on performances, leaning on her family during flare-ups, and following a healthy diet, and goes to the gym. She also uses CBD to alleviate the pain, and she's now making healthier lifestyle choices and is excited about releasing new music soon. So,
I mean, kudos to her for putting herself out there and being that platform. But I was just thinking about there's something so pervasive, something so that your body is hating itself. With an autoimmune disease, something like that, it's got to mess with your head.
Yeah, I mean, I have an autoimmune disease. I have alopecia, and you know, with a combination of, do you know what the Epstein-Barr virus is?
I don't.
So basically, when you get chickenpox, the root virus is the Epstein-Barr virus. Most of us have had it, and it lies dormant in your body. But now, when you're someone like me who's prone to autoimmune diseases, that Epstein-Barr and that autoimmune elevates. So I had a lot of flare-ups, especially in the last 3 years with Trending SA. I had so last year was a very bad flare-up for me, and my hair started falling out again, and I just had to take time out and rest and relax, and again, sleep, diet, exercise, and the emotional nutrition. Surround yourself with good people. It's really what she says about leaning in on people. It's so true.
Absolutely
Have good energy around you.
It's these big things that rock you in your life that just sort of suddenly take you into a new space altogether, where you consider all the things that you get up to and the people that you interact with and what you put in your mind.
Well, I mean, listen to you talk about these things with such ease, you know, take nothing away from what you've gone through, but it kind of begs the question, would you be the person that you are if you didn't face these challenges?
Totally.
So not many people out there can say they've actually had a moment where they broke their foot on film, but the iconic pop artist Britney Spears does, and she took to Instagram yesterday to share that particular moment, and it's pretty hectic. Fans first found out that the singer has a broken foot last week when her boyfriend, personal trainer Sam Ashrot, he shared pictures of him and Britney in hospital with the caption, "When you break something, it tends to heal stronger, especially when you're my girl." Okay, that's quite sweet. My lioness broke her metatarsal bone on her foot doing what she loves, which is dancing. And he assigned her cast with the word stronger, referencing obviously her 2000 hit of that very same name. So let's take a look at that moment, and this comes with a warning. It obviously is that moment where she breaks her foot. So if you are a bit squeamish, just block your ears and turn away. Let's take a look.
That's me.
Okay, I thought, it's not that bad, then I actually heard it. Wow. Oh, just long.
Is it over?
And you were good to come in. But she said she hasn't danced in 6 months, so she was at full throttle, and it looked like she was just dancing, like nobody was watching, even though she was filming it for Instagram. She shared another video in which she is sporting her cast, obviously, and thanked all of her fans for showing their support by visiting her immersive and interactive fan experience center, a pretty cool place called The Zone. She apologized for not being able to go there over the last few days. We wish Britney a fast and full recovery. I absolutely adore Britney, and we know that she will be stronger.
Stronger. Oh no! I wasn't prepared for that one.
Don't show us
I had
again.
never a chance to look away, and I had landed on it.
You guys don't realize that we have like a screen here that we get to watch all these things, and actually, that was dirty trick. I'm sorry for putting you through that. Nina Hastie, we love you, man.
I love you guys
girl.
too.
No, we love you more.
Yeah, listen, thanks, and I'll see you guys tonight at the show. You're gonna go do design things.
I was gonna say break a leg, but
please
maybe
don't
not.
break.
It's too soon. Too soon.
Again.
But listen, lots more feel good coming your way this morning, because we do have Kuhle out at the Wynberg Park, and of course she's there with some incredible dancers, and that means it's a Friday Expresso dance coming up after this.
Hey yo, what's going on? My name is Sipo Setu Kolo, otherwise known as Setu, originally from Durban, KwaMashu, and now staying in Johannesburg. I'm a digital content creator and marketer. So the whole reason why I entered Tropica Island of Treasure Season 9 is because, I mean, who wouldn't want to be on an island and possibly win $1 million? Besides an amazing beard, I'm bringing good energy, fun, laughter, and this. Everything.
He's got a beautiful heart. He's a very powerful businessman. I believe he's one of the future billionaires.
my style, aka the drip. I just feel like style is an expression of who you are on the inside. So I like to look good all the time, try to, you know, be in the latest threads. Oh man, my friends, my squad, my clique, we a bunch of good people, man. Good vibes all around.
He's definitely gonna win Tropica Island of Treasure because he has no choice but to win.
Make sure to catch me on Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao, coming very soon to SABC3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back, you beautiful souls. It really has been. Yeah, I find myself going like, because we've laughed so much. Oh, how we laugh. How we laugh.
You laugh.
You really are. I'm going to gush a little bit because you're this wonderfully dynamic person, but you're just really cool to have around. So thank you so much for bringing that energy into the space. I think your stand-up show tonight is just going to be hilarious.
Yes.
Tuma, Nina, Tuma.
Yeah,
Yes,
I must tuma myself. Yes, well done, well done.
Finally got it right, son.
Yes.
So just to make us all go in our mouths a little bit, she can also even play piano.
No, I'm not very good, guys. Just in case I mess this up, I'm busy teaching myself from YouTube videos.
Okay.
But I just want to say, you can catch things on web tickets. That's where you can get one.
Yeah, the tickets are web tickets. And yeah, it's not to a musical performance.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't judge her.
So don't judge her based on
She's very
this.
funny.
I'm very nervous for this. The only
Okay.
person that's heard this is my cats.
Really?
Yeah.
And did they like it?
They went...
That's usually good. That's usually good.
Yeah, okay. Okay, should we go? Well, don't look at talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Like, act like we're in a bar having a drink and then just all of a sudden. That's actually quite good. I'm going to be like, hey, that piano player is quite good. I wonder if she's playing live. Hey, that's brilliant.
Some people do, some emotion.
I love it.
Yeah, we're trying. Okay, maybe you'll get an album out of me by the time I'm 45. You know?
Man, you got a few more years to practice and polish up on that. But this is really good.
It's fun, eh?
You are amazing.
Thanks, guys. We're learning. I have a lot of respect for musicians because it takes a lot of discipline. So when I see people do, it's a completely different language. So, like, guys, big ups to musicians. You guys have got some skills.
They do a lot.
You know, I'm going to say it again.
We love you.
I love you.
Enjoy it. Don't bomb out in front of this Cape Town audience. Okay, they're awesome, man.
I just want to thank thank the team. You guys don't see that there's so many people that work behind the scenes, and thank you so much for having me
They
here.
work so hard, but we have to dance out of the Friday. All right, let's go Friday dance. Let's go.
Okay, Friday dance.
We're dancing now.
It's not just any Friday, it's Expresso Friday Dance Day. We are in for a treat this morning. There's no better way to start off the weekend than with showing off some moves. Now we are joined by Savage, a hip-hop dance group who are preparing for the Dance Star finales happening in Croatia in May 2020. Now, without wasting any more time, take it away. Do not doubt for 1 second that they are going to do absolutely amazing representing South Africa and Croatia in May 2020. Thank you guys so much for sharing your talents with us right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to have yourselves a fantastic Friday and weekend. Woo!
Yes. That was beautiful.
I love it, man. The talent of youth. We absolutely adore you. Tomorrow, we've got a fantastic show. Nomzamo Mbata, Pearl 2Cs from Stars.
Yes.
It's going to be in the house. That's on Monday, rather. I wish we could do this over the weekend. I wish I could come back
I don't
and be
want to
here
leave
tomorrow
this
morning. I know.
place.
It really
Are you going to play us up?
Amazing week. So thank you so much, Nina.
I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm trying.
An original composition. Oh, yeah. We love you. Never forget it.
Ciao, ciao, meow, meow.
Expresso Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.